Well, ho, ho, ho. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. Welcome into New York, JFK. Brought to you by AnyBuilds. This scenery we're looking at right here is the AnyBuilds 2024 scenery for JFK. Sitting on the ramp in an American Airlines 737 TWA retro livery, which is pretty sweet. I have seen this aircraft a couple times, actually. So throwing back to the old retro. Still no bare metal. We still need the bare metal Astrojet. Wait, what? Today's not Monday. Oh, today's Tuesday. Sorry. Jeez, man. Monday, Tuesday. My bad. Tuesday. Listen, it's been a long couple days here over the weekend, so it's trying to get back on the stream, or on the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet, so what's going on? We're ready to rock and roll. Latest update, Sim Update 4. It's early morning, it's dark outside, so we can see the night lighting a little bit as we take off into Blue Hour, and then we're headed up to CYYZ for our flight this afternoon in Sim Update 4. Sim Update 4 is really I did a test flight, took off at JFK, landed at LaGuardia, just flying around to see what the performance was like, and it's pretty amazing, especially in this part of the world where I typically don't fly all that much, just because the performance hit is so heavy, especially when I throw in streaming, that it's not super enjoyable. But we're going to give it a full test today with the full stream going, and yeah, Sim Update 4, latest PMDG build as well. There's been some tweaks to the sounds, there's been some tweaks to the texture and the grays and stuff like that, a couple little updates inside the cockpit as well, so we'll be looking at that as we hop on our short flight up to Canada. So anyway, Caro, good to see you. Twifos, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Let's see, ATM, what's up? Jesse Ordonez, Turk in the US is here. What's up, man? Thanks for letting me clear up my cache file. Let's see, Ken LeMay's here. Who else we got? Clear Direct, Fubar, Tutco. YouTube did a weird thing with the names, didn't it? I feel like it changed all the names or something. Hypothea's here. What's up? Good to see you. Digital Merc in the house. Long time no see. Hope all as well. Matthew F. Let's go. Fake Real 737 Captain. Indeed. Fake Real 73 Captain. Ready to rock and roll. So let's not waste any more time, and let's take a look here. AFO, what's up, man? Good to see you as well. I'll skip the rest. There's a lot of shout outs there. I had to scroll back on my chat box. But good to see everybody here. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We had a fun little weekend as well, and got to do some Christmas parades, got to do some other stuff, had some family in town, so I thought I would be able to sneak out a stream yesterday. Didn't quite work out. We're going to get this one out today. I'm actually going to be gone tomorrow, and then Friday, let's see, Friday I may be gone as well. We'll have to see. So we may not, streams may be kind of sparse this week, but we'll see what happens. Peppermint mochas for everyone? No, I didn't do the peppermint mocha. I wanted to do the eggnog latte today, but they were sold out, of course. So I just got just a regular, like a vanilla latte. So we're going to rock and roll with that. No peppermint mocha, although I probably should have, since it's been freezing the last couple of days. One thing I did notice, did it change control bindings in this update? Because my bindings that I had for going to drone cam don't work anymore. I have to use the Shift X, which is not a big deal, but it just makes things weird. Whoa, why do we have ice on the windows? That is interesting. Maybe it's frost. It's frost. I did wind the time back. Very interesting that we have ice accumulation on the airplane right now, unless it's simulating frost. I wound it back to 6 a.m. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire this airplane up. We'll do our proper procedures. So we come in the cockpit here, we check for our emergency equipment, our spare bulbs and circuit breakers. Then we got to wake the airplane up, so we'll go ahead and flip the battery switch on. We'll verify standby power is closed, alternate flap is closed, electric hydraulic switches are off. We'll verify we got 3 greens down there, which we do, and then we'll go ahead and connect. Panel is looking really good. All right, we can also get some floodlights on, which is up here. Let's go dome right, dome dim, do a dim. Looking good. Let's get this out of the way, get the background lighting. I am pleased to report the WinWing Pilot Autopilot panel is also working. I updated my WinWing software, and with the update to Sim Update 4, the Pilot Autopilot panel is working full steam ahead. So that's pretty cool. We get to use our autopilot panel today as well. All right, now that we got the airplane booted up, we'll kind of do our normal flow procedure. We'll go back to the way overhead here. We'll start from left to right. We'll get, that looks good. We'll go nav, that looks good. Interphone is off, dome is on, 3 greens, oxygen guarded. Mic panel is set, EEC switches. Flight recorder is off, illuminated. Mach airspeed warning. Got both of those coming down the main overhead panel now. Everything looks good here. We get the yaw damper on. Navigation is normal. Reset this switch from this view here. There we go. Fuel tank pumps are all off and illuminated. APU is off. We're on ground power. Cabin and IFE is powered up. IDG drive lights are on, guarded. Bus transfers look normal. Emergency exit lights, seatbelts chime is off. That all looks good. We'll get the window heaters on. Let's do that. That's part of this flow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wing in engine anti-ice is off. A hydraulic CVR test. There's the illuminate zeroed out. That looks good. Coming up this hand side, trim air. Everything looks good in auto. Off, open and off. Flight altitude today, I actually don't know what it is, so we'll leave it as is for now. Might get a little bit interesting here on the ground. I do not have, what's it called? Auto FPS running, so we're rocking a pretty heavy LOD right now just because I want to see what happens with the new sim update performance. So we're going to go ahead and just let that, there's our GPS left, wait for that to kick on. There we go, previous page. We'll get this going here. Let's get that alignment going. Now we'll continue with our flow. We'll get you on. Magic barrel ref is set. 200 is already set. That looks good. Terrain up on NB. Clear out some scratch pad messages here. We'll get the, oh, chat. This is the best part. Hold on. How do I gotta remember my keybinds. There we go. Flight director, auto throttle, flight director switches. Love it. Love having the pilot autopilot panel working again. So freaking nice. Alright, then we go back to full screen. Cool. That all looks good. Checks out. Same thing on this side. And we got the nose wheel steering is closed. Chrono's correct. Normal test. Red and amber. Lights test. Tapes and 8s. Beautiful. Even tests on the wind wing panel, which I absolutely love. That's so cool. Fuel flow reset. Back to rate. That looks good. Check the engine oil quantity. 18. 92. That looks good. Put you back to where it's supposed to be. RTO on the auto brakes. No pressure here because our electric is off. That's fine. Coming down the right-hand side, these are all closed and guarded. Jip whiz is in op because we are not aligned. Pedestal is set. Flaps up. Spoilers up. Park brake will set you. Do the fire test. And number 2. Beautiful. And engines. APU. Boom, boom. That looks good. Cargo fire test next. Discharge light, forward and aft. Beautiful. Radios. We'll actually get them set properly. That all looks good. Stand by there. And we come down here. We have a couple other things on our panels that are not simulated here, but everything else looks good. Stab trim is closed and guarded. Trims are zeroed out. Beautiful. Flow is complete. Let's get some ATIS. AJ Fenard, my man, what's going on? Good morning to you, sir. He says, get out in the cold, probably walk that ramp. I know, we got to walk the ramp out in the cold, man. We would have to do the pre-flight walk around, but we're going to skip that right now. We're going to get the ATIS cooking. And 128.75.
Kennedy Airport information, India. 10582. Wind 025 at 7.
I'll also do a flight plan request while we're listening to this.
Scanner hit 25,000. Temperature -07. Dew point -17. Altimeter 3029er. Landing runway 04 right. Departing runway 04 left. 31 left. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India.
Information, India. Okay, that works for me.
Avianca 043, ready for airways to Jose Maria Cordova Airport.
Avianca 043, Kennedy clearance, cleared to Jose Maria Cordova Airport, score 5 departure with the Yankee transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 135.9er, squawk 1050.
So they're blasting off north? Is that what they were saying?
Clear to Jose Maria
I don't know why
Cordova
my windows are
Airport.
still iced up.
Score 5 departure with the Yankee transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 1, 35.9er. Squawk 1050. Avianca 043.
Uplink is ready. We'll load that.
Avianca 043, read back correct. Contact ground 121.85 when ready for push or start.
I don't know if it actually
We'll contact ground 121.85 when ready for pushback or engine start. Avianca 043.
There we go.
Thanks.
Activate that. We'll execute the route. Clearance, good afternoon, American 357. Clearance, Toronto. FMC cam? I do have FMC cam. Somewhere. There it is.
Kennedy clearance, American Tree 57. Good afternoon. Weather at destination is unavailable.
Well, I should not catch what I was saying. Kennedy clearance, American 357. Request IFR clearance to CYYZ with India. Is it Toronto? It's Toronto, right?
American Tree 57, Kennedy clearance. Thanks for information. India cleared to Toronto Pearson. Radar vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet. Expect flight level 180, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.9er. Squawk 4720.
All right, cleared to Toronto Pearson. Radar vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 180, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.9. Squawk 4720. American 357. All right, auto respond is on. If she calls back, that is 4720 on the squawk.
American Tree
4,000
57,
initial.
read back correct. Contact ground 121.85 when ready for pushback or engine start.
We'll just put JFK 54 left in there because that's a radar vector.
121.85 when ready. American 357.
Going into Toronto, let's take a look at what we filed. We actually filed runway 23 ILS off of Ling 3 Wozy. 23 Ling 3 Wozy. Execute that. Route is done. Perfect.
JetBlue 677, contact Kennedy Tower 123.875. Have a good morning.
Here. That looks good. Yeah, the ice did melt. Very good.
Contact tower 123.875.
Let me go ahead and get rid of,
JetBlue 677. Take care.
Let's turn you way down. You're way too loud for me this morning. We don't need you for a while. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. Let's get our zero fuel weight brought over. 126.7. Let's take a look at our flight plan as well. Get some information from that. Take a look at our fuel ladder. This is us, American 357, going to Toronto. Reserve fuel is 2.1 plus 4 kids. We'll call it 2.6. 2.6. Cost index is 74. Now, she cleared us 18. I accidentally only filed 18. We're going to go up above 18. We're actually going to do, let's go 290. Actually, we're going west. It's even. Let's do 280 as a final. 280 as a final. All right, and then I'm going to set this altitude up here. We'll set 280, and landing elevation in Toronto is 560. So I guess we'll round up 600, right? Yeah, 600 is set. 280, 600 is set there. 4,000 on the MCP is set. For takeoff, we should derate, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do flaps 5. And our CG is 23.3%, 4.9 on the trim, gives us 35, 37, 47. That all checks out. So we'll set 147 on the MCP. If we have to come back around, we'll blast it off 04 left. I'm going to set 040 in the course line. And a rough heading of 040. And it looks a little bit off there, so let's take a look at the actual runway heading. Back to charge for 04. Runway is 044. 44. We'll reset our panel. 044, 044, 044. All the way across the board will be We'll actually be a heading on departure, won't we? Let's get VNAV on. Let me take a look at the SID. Kennedy 5 departure is a radar vector departure here. Kennedy 5. Where's the textual? 44. Climbing right turn heading 099. Alright, so we'll just be LNAV only. Or excuse me, VNAV only. Armed 4000 is set. Transponder is set. At this point, we'd probably get ready to run a before start checklist. So before we do that, let me set up my FO panel here as well, where I actually will be seated. We'll come back here. We'll take a look and make sure that is set. Oxygen. Emergency on. 100% reset. Beautiful. Oxygen is set. Let's run a before start checklist, please. Parking brake is set. Oxygen checked. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are normal and auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization, auto and set. Train display selected. Yes, train display is selected. MCP set. We got 147 4000 is set. VNAV only. Display is checked. Auto brake, RTO, fuel quantity and distribution 16.8 on board. Oh no, 16 pounds and checked. 16.8 checked, and that's a first off or a captain situation here. He's going to do this. Cool. All right, captain did his flow. CDU checked. Engine start levers are cut off. Transponder TARA. Interesting. I always forget that one. TARA. Aileron rudder trim 00. Departure briefing completed. Fasten seatbelt signs are on. Again, that's captain flow after fueling is complete. It's kind of weird. I might have to get GSX running just so I can kind of get these triggers going here. Because, you know, there's triggers for all of these flows, such as getting the seatbelt signs and the fuel pumps and all this stuff. So I may have to resurrect GSX for a little bit. Anyway, APU is on, fuel panel set, flight forms, ML check, PEDs are off. So before start to the line, and first officer can come up here. We're going to do a little flow. We're going to go up here. We're going to go probe heats, electrics, APU bleed is coming on. We're going to pretend that it's been 3 minutes at least. And let's simulate that we're trying to warm the cabin. So we got the packs on right now. We put the APU on bus, APU gen, there we go. Ground power, APU is up and running and functioning well. We'll disconnect this guy over here. Howdy from Massachusetts. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. So I've been heads down mode here trying to get the airplane all set up. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and relinquish that. We'll remove the chocks, door management, we'll close all, and then FO flow. I don't have air conditioning lights, dual leads. That's my bad. So we'll come here, cockpit door is closed. We'll verify our speeds are set, 147, that checks, go up to the overhead. This is all set. Doors are now closed, lights out, anti-collision light will come on. Packs off for start, leads on. And now we are ready for pushback and engine start. Below the line, please. Anti-ice as required generators. Oh, I'm sorry, below the line. Probe heat is on. Hydraulic panel is set. Doors, windows closed and locked. Anti-collision light is on. Let's go ahead and navigate. Get this ready. Oh, I had the mic muted. I had the FO call for push. Pushback approved, face southwest. Alright. Look, we're getting off the gate quickly, Chad. I'm focused. I'm focused today. Cockpit to ground. Brakes release. Clear to push. Alright. Beautiful. On the perf page, do you not load plan under plan fuel? I thought you'd compare what you ordered versus what is measured. No, I'm doing it my way, man. I'm doing it the way my operator wants me to do it. One of my earliest memories was flying TWA and getting a pair of metal wings from the captain. They don't make those anymore, man. I have a memory of being taken up to the cockpit, but there's a non-zero chance that it's made up in memory. Yeah, I remember getting the metal wings as well. I have metal wings, and then they started giving out the plastic wings. They didn't. Used to be a lot better than it is now. PMD was not released until they are satisfied with it. Even that means until next year they buckle under pressure. Or they never buckle under pressure. I think it will not be much longer. Yeah, Juhan, I'm not sure what the... I think they are going to do some... Like I said, they're going to do some of that texture refresh work. And then they're going to probably get it tidied up for release then. But I have no information on that. Off the gate. There's a little delta pushing back there. I guess we can start it up in the pushback. We're told to face southwest. This would not be southwest. We're going to be facing the wrong direction. That's okay. Let's go ahead and start engines. Grounding 2. I want to start one from the outside because I did an outside push. Or excuse me, I did an outside start and it actually sounded really, really nice.
JetBlue 75 at gate Delta 26. Request pushback.
JetBlue 75, Kennedy ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
Cockpit to ground, push complete, separates.
Pushback and engine start approved.
Brake set, clear
northwest,
disconnect.
JetBlue 75.
There goes the we got the N1 rotation fuel on. Default pushback. FO, FNG, same thing. Chat, this was a record. 25 minutes. We're off the gate in 25 minutes. We're getting there. I was still a little sloppy. I missed a couple things. I missed the transponder again, and I missed something else. I forget what it was. I forgot to check the hydraulic quantities when I turned the hydraulic electrics on. I missed that one too. So missed two things again. That's right. We got a good start on one. Watch this. Watch your ears. I don't know how loud this is going to be. We're going to go outside, and I'm going to position the drone cam right here. All right, now this ought to be fun. I'm going to turn the sounds all the way up. Good start on one cat, or excuse me, on two. Grounding one. Sorry, mic was muted, guys. Mic was muted, my bad.
JetBlue 2129 at gate Delta 15, request pushback.
Flaps 5, flight control check.
2129, Kennedy ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northwest.
Alright, recall checked. F-start checklist, please. NIS as required. Generators on. Air conditioning and bleeds. That is set. Flaps set. Flight controls checked. Recall checked. We are ready to taxi. Report Navigraph, they de-ice in front of that tower. We're not de-icing. I think that was just frost, to be honest with you, man. There's no precip, so just frost. Let's go ahead and request taxi.
American 357, runway 4 left, taxi via November Charlie, Alpha, Mike, Bravo, Bravo, Kilo. Hold short, runway tree 1 left.
What?
All right, we'll taxi to runway 4 left via November Charlie, Alpha, Mike Bravo, Bravo, Kilo. Hold short runway 31 left, American 357.
He said, all right. All right, hold on now. Okay,
American 2369 at gate Bravo 32.
let's figure this out. 4 left. We are over here, and we're going to 4 left. This will be good to brief before you push off the gate. We wanted us to go November Charlie, so we're in the alley here. Can we yeah, we'll make a left 180. I think we can make a left 180, November Charlie to Alpha, and then Alpha all the way down to Mike Bravo, which I don't understand. Oh, Mike Bravo to Bravo, and hold short of 3-1 left at Kilo. This is very similar to what that American, what was it, a 777 taxiing out of here that almost had the runway incursion at 4 left. Brakes released.
JetBlue 2129, taxi for departure.
Taxi right on. Let's make a 180 here. Which I don't think you would actually do this here. We're going to cheat to the right, and then we're going to spin it around 180 to the
Runway
left.
31 left via Delta Alpha, Bravo, Golf Zulu. Hold short, runway 4 left, JetBlue 2129.
Oh yeah, we got this. No problem. No problem. You should roll back time a bit to really catch the night lighting. We'll see it here when we take off. It'll still be illuminated.
Cross for left to Golf, continue via Golf, Zulu, JetBlue 75.
American 2369, request
Mathis Cock, good to see you. Says they're working on stuff right now. New wings, new gear bays, and of course all the new LOD stuff. Very cool. They're just not 100% happy with it. Yep. And like I've said many times before, PMDG has always been very, very consistent at one thing, and that is when the product does release, it will be, I don't want to say 100% complete, but it is always 100% finished. I don't think I've ever had a PMDG release where it's like they just wasn't quite right. You know, when we get releases from other devs and they're like, it still seems like it could have had another brush or two in the beta phase or whatnot. PMDG has always been very consistent when they release an airplane. All right, November Charlie, Alpha Mike Bravo. Okay, so November Charlie, we're on it. We're going to turn left on Alpha. I'm so old, but I flew Northwest Airlines. Nice, man. I know, we should have went the other way to TWA Constellation over there. All right, here comes Alpha. Mike Bravo to Bravo, which I don't know why I can't just take. I think that's November Bravo. I think we already made a turn. I think we were supposed to go to Bravo there. Because now there's November Bravo.
Continue via Golf Zulu, JetBlue 1154.
American 2369, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
November Charlie Alpha.
Hold position for traffic, American
Mike Bravo
2369.
Bravo. Alright, we're fine.
American 2369, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 2369.
JetBlue 2129, cross runway for left at Golf. Continue taxi.
Dirt, what's up? Alpha becomes Mike Bravo. Excellent.
Runway 4 left at Golf. Continue taxi via Golf.
It's Captain problem, it sounds like.
2129.
JetBlue 75, contact Kennedy Tower 123.875.
Contact Tower 123.875, JetBlue 75, take care.
Oh, look, we got a couple New Zealands over here on the left. There you go. I am using the AnyBuilds JFK, and I'm not running auto FPS because it's not compatible with I don't have the latest version. So I'm running a very high LOD here on the ground, and perf is still pretty dang good. It's only I notice it when I switch camera views ever so slightly.
Continue taxi, American 2369.
Alright, so we're on Alpha, and then it'll turn to Mike Bravo, Bravo, so we're looking good. We are looking good. Whoever mentioned Northwest, some of my favorite members flying on 73s and 320s out of Memphis, yeah. Dude, I like the Northwest bowling shoe livery is really good, too. Alright, here we go. Alpha splits left, turns into Mike Bravo. We're going to take Mike Bravo, Bravo down to Kilo. Hold short down there.
Over to Tower 123.875, JetBlue 1154.
And Bravo is the outer, so not Alpha. Oh, look at that LED light. It's pretty sweet right there. Man, I gotta tell you, flying around with this many traffics out there and the lights on at JFK, this would be a dream come true back in the old days of flight sim. I mean, I didn't even touch JFK, even in X-Plane, really. FSX, I never flew to JFK because it just
American 2369,
tank
hold
it.
position for
But
traffic.
this is
I'll call you
incredible.
back.
I mean, we're buttery smooth here on taxi out.
Position for traffic, American 2369.
And I'm streaming, which is pretty incredible. All on one piece.
American 2369,
Sim update 4
continue taxi.
Just bringing it.
Continue taxi,
Uh-oh, my yoke
American
light just
2369.
JetBlue 2129, contact Kennedy Tower 123.875.
That's right. You can still see. We don't need yoke light.
875, JetBlue 2129.
One thing I've wondered: do pilots care when they are assigned an aircraft special livery? I think it's just another airplane to them. Except me, I am very much looking forward to flying a certain particular airplane.
Call you back.
But it's just a
For traffic,
paint job, man.
2369.
They all do the same thing. I don't know why the speed brakes are on there. Good catch, first island. Maybe I bumped it.
Continue taxi, American 2369.
2K. 2K, not 4K. I run 2K. Man, the lighting looks much better. All right, X-Plane. You're back in second place.
Position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic, American
Andre, yeah, look at the
2369.
there's not that big bloom, and I can see a little reflection on the paint there from the taxiway centerline lights.
American 2369.
Much better. Look at this traffic out here. He's got his strobes on, little LED out there. Much, much better, man. No, I don't think I didn't mean to arm it, man. I just bumped it. I got my big speed brake lever here. Let's see if we can catch this guy out the window. JetBlue. Oh, pay attention. All right. Hold short, 3-1 left at Kilo.
American 2369, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position, American 2369.
American 2369, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 2369.
American 357, cross runway 31 left at Kilo. Continue taxi via Bravo, Kilo, Kilo 1.
Cross runway 31 left at Kilo. Continue taxi via Bravo, Kilo, Kilo 1, American 357.
All right, cross 3-1 left at Kilo. We're clear left, clear to cross. I gotta get used to saying clear right, clear to cross.
American 2369, cross runway for left at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet, Zulu.
Cross runway for left at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet Zulu, American
Alright.
2369.
Someone was telling. I saw that Joe Plane's another 7-3 behind us. All right, let's see. Make sure we're ready to go for takeoff. Let me get my other stuff ready. Before start flow. I haven't even had a cheat on my flow guide yet. Before takeoff. We'll start at the stab trim. Stab trim is set. Speeds are set. Lead panel is set. Takeoff config if installed. Press.
369, contact Kennedy Tower 123.875.
Before takeoff to the line. Takeoff data and bugs. Closeout received and checked. Flaps 5. Green light. Stab trim 4.9 units. Takeoff briefing completed. HUD set. Generators on. Air conditioning and bleeds. Auto and set. Sim update 4DJ is cooking right now, man. We're JFK pre-dawn departure with a lot of traffic. We're just buttering smooth here. No auto FPS, which is blowing my mind right now. I would never fly Kennedy, even in 2024, without auto FPS on. So I believe my LOD is set at a fixed 275 right now. Maybe 250. But I don't even have auto FPS running. Alright, they're not... Alright, over to Kennedy Tower, we'll cross this here.
Contact Tower 123.875, American 357.
Alright, close you. Actually, what was the departure SID heading? I think they're going to give us a runway heading here. 499. Turn to left heading 099.
American 357 ready to go, runway 4 left.
American 357, Kennedy Tower, wind 025 at 7, fly heading 0 for 0, runway for left, clear for takeoff.
Fly heading 0 for 0, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff, American 357.
All right, below line, MCP and ND checked. Runway 4 left. PA is complete, lights are set. Before takeoff check is complete. Mathis Cox says auto FPS can cause parts of 737 to be hidden. The latest LOD standards are extremely tight. Interesting. Well, I gotta tell you, if I'm in JFK right now with no auto FPS, I don't know if I'm gonna need auto FPS for any other airports. Because this is pretty dang incredible right now. I mean, I could even turn the LOD down probably. That would help. There's just that ever so slight hiccup between change of views. But, I mean, it's smooth as butter. All right, who's ready? Get those yogas in chat. We might do a second leg. This is a short flight. Spool them up 40% chat. We're going flying. Look how, yeah, that's awesome. And a yoga. Fly with. Oh, baby. That is awesome. Heading select. Flaps 1. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I can't hear myself think.
American 357,
Pops
Kennedy
up.
departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 1010,000, altimeter 3029er.
Climb, maintain 1010,000, altimeter 3029er, American 357.
Alright, after takeoff checklist, that's off, flaps up, bleeds and packs are set.
Turn left, heading 335, expect further clearance at about 15 miles.
Oh, that's a good.
Turn left, heading 335, American 357.
Alright, guys, I want to hand fly this, but we need to just look around. I'm going to turn to 335, and then we're going to put the autopilot on, because this is... Look at the lights in the distance. This is incredibly awesome. Alright, close enough. 335 Commande. And let's go full screen. Wow, look at the city. I don't remember ever seeing the city so far out. I guess I do, but that is... I mean, the lights fade into the distance. They literally fade into the distance. J. Douglas, or DJ Douglas, I am, dude. This is incredibly awesome.
American 357, contact New York Center 121.125.
We'll go through my after takeoff checklist here. Saturday flaps. After takeoff check is completed. There's LaGuardia. We might do a return leg. If we get enough likes on this, we might do a return leg to LaGuardia.
7,800 feet for 1010,000.
We might do a return leg to LaGuardia.
American 357, New York Center, climb, maintain flight level 180.
Climb, maintain flight level 180, American 357.
180 is set.
Exit
Wow.
586, contact New York Center 133.15. Contact New York
Yeah,
Center
if we hit 300 likes before we get to Toronto, we will do a return leg to LaGuardia, and we're going to land down there. Look at that. There's 10,000 feet. We'll clean it up. Lights. Actually, those stay on.
American 357, clear direct dial. Resume own navigation.
Ooh, with pleasure.
Roger. We'll head direct Gale then. Resume own navigation, American 357. Thanks.
Let's see. Legs, gale, top, execute. LNAV. Yes! We almost forgot the LNAV. Let me get this out of the way. So we can see the MCP a little bit there. That'll be our cruise cam. We don't need the terrain up anymore. We'll get rid of that. Zoom you out. Put the traffic display on. We'll throw the weather radar on just in case. Yes, yes. Where's XP at? Yes, yes. People underestimate FS2024 graphics engine so much. There is no engine that can do what this can with long sight lines and a round world. Yeah, Mathis Cock, I'm believing you, man. I mean, the X-Plane had the light pop that drove me nuts for years. I saw someone mention that too. I'm not sure if that. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. I don't know if you have extended night lighting on X-Plane, but just night lighting in general, even older, like even Microsoft Flight Sim or FSX had some lighting issues. This is the first time. This is my first flight I've ever taken off out of JFK and thinking, wow, I can't wait to come back to JFK. Because normally JFK is so heavy on frames and performance, I just don't even want to fly back. We might have to do the return leg. This has been a really beautiful departure. Blue hour departure here. So nice. AJ Fernar, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. Hit that like for us if you want to fly into the garbage. Indeed. I think I might have an outdated scenery, but we'll do it anyway. We will fly back to the garbage. Thanks, AJ. Man, I have what GPU? Exclamation point specs, man. Exclamation point specs. Race back. Good to see you, man. Blair 29, what's up? Do you like the 73800? I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Now that you've been flying the 7.3, does it feel like a POS compared to the bus? I gotta tell you what, man. I don't know. I haven't been in the actual 7.3 yet, so I can't say that. But what I will say is I am very excited for a new adventure, man. I'm very excited. I know I won't have the creature comforts of the Airbus in the 7.3. That's a given. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've done all the night mods. There's no way to get rid of the pop-in for X-Blade. Man. Now I know why people were raving about Sim Update 4. I mean, this is something. All right, we're getting ready to go through. Actually, oh, he gave us 18. We're going to request flying to 280. Center American 357, request flight level 280. I don't know if I have to do a cruise request here.
American 357, confirm new altitude flight level 280.
Affirmative.
American 357, roger, climb, maintain flight level 280.
Oh, wow, that's much better than
Climb,
before.
maintain flight level 280, American 357.
280, look at that. I even hit altitude initiative button or whatever it is. So we're going to go VNAV speed, allegedly, up to 280. Look at that, man. I'm basically pro 7.
American 357, contact New York Center 133.15.
Contact New York Center.
In your situation, you'll have better QL for 2 years on the Guppy, then you can go back to the comfortable bus. Turk, I like your plan, man. I like your plan.
New York Center, American 357.
There's 18,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get the non-retracts off.
American 357, New York Center. Continue climb to flight level 280.
Set standard.
Continue climb to flight level 280, American 357.
All right, we're climbing up. We are probably don't need the dome light on. I forgot I had the dome light on for takeoff. Turn that
Delta
off.
1491. Contact New York Center.
I mean,
132.6.
I can still see the lights down the thing. It's so
Contact New York
awesome.
Center 132.6, Delta 1491.
Altitude
Have a good
intervene.
morning.
All right. I don't know if it was intervene, intervention, whatever it is. I want to see you jump back in the Fenix after 6 months on the 7.3. Yeah, Tyson, I'll have to. We might actually have to hop into it maybe this week or something. Just a little fun. No, Turk, I am definitely not a dome light on flyer, man. Definitely not. Definitely not. I just forgot it on. I used to have a... There we go. That's the one I want right there. I normally leave the yoke cam on so you can see... Oh, and I'm happy to report, if you're a Brunner yoke user, I've fine-tuned my Brunner force feedback preset.
Contact New York Center
And it's
132.6.
so good with the 7.3 here. It follows the autopilot flawlessly. It does everything that I would imagine it to do. The only thing I'm waiting to dial in 100% is when I actually feel the actual control forces on the yoke. Maybe I'll have to make some adjustments, but right now I pretty much just have it set to what I believe is a believable force. But it just flies so well. Point the airplane where you want to go, trim it out, and let go. And if you got a Brunner, it's just it's next level immersion. Next level. You know what? Someone mentioned heat blur. I didn't think to check on the ground, Sumukara. I should have checked on the ground. Remind me, if I don't remember, remind me when we get on the ground in Toronto. We'll take a look at it. Microsoft clearly hides the transitions by layering ambient glow or distant bloom effects, so instead of a harsh pop, your eye is distracted with soft haze. However they do it, Juhan, I like it. I do need to turn the cabin lights off though.
Center on 134.45, Delta 1491.
Man, I think Blue Hour Dawn is my favorite over Sunset. I love flying sunsets, but I think Dawn is my new favorite, to be honest with you. Oh, Chris Levin. I'm sorry. I thought I recognized the image there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube or Google, man. I feel like everything's been changed a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, we're on our way up to 280. It's a short flight. If we look at the prog page, we're only 17 miles from top of climb, and then let's see. CYYZ is only 300 miles. Oh no, 305, 300 miles out. So yeah, it's a short cruise. Are we at 300 likes net? We're almost there. 300 likes. We will go back to LaGuardia. We'll go back to LaGuardia, or we go to Kennedy. Should we go back to Kennedy, or should we go to LaGuardia? I feel like we should go to LaGuardia at flaps 40. I hate watching the sunrise because it means I'm up early enough to watch it. And I see a lot of sunrises on the water, man. I like sunrise. I like sunrises. I flew over this exact area this weekend. The ground had a slight coating of snow. I know. I'm curious to see. So, John, I picked this route up to Toronto because there is a snow band moving. I don't know if anybody is on the vertical stream, but on the vertical stream we can check our Volanta radar. And there is a snow line moving into Toronto right now. So I'll be very curious to see if we'll have any adverse weather up there in Toronto. We shall see. 2,000 feet to go. Turks, you're the vampire, man. No sunrise. Must go to hotel before sunrise. Well, how miserable is it when you're not in the hotel yet and the sun is rising after flying all night? Eesh. I used to do MSP turns out of Dallas, and they were typically you would get back at like 11:30 p.m. But in the summertime, all the weather, it was very common for that to turn into an unscheduled red eye. And I remember a couple times driving home at like 3:45, or we'd get in at like 3:45 in the morning, and then on my drive home, I could just start to see the horizon get a little bit lighter off to the east. And just how miserable. By the time I get home, the sun is starting to peak up. It feels so crummy. I think that's the worst. It's snowing here at YYZ. You should get snow arrival, providing the sim is up to date. Andy, we're going to hope for it. Got to RDU at 4:45 one morning. Was a rush to get inside and close the blinds. Yeah, you got to get the blind. Once you see the sun, it's over. It's going to be a long day once you see the sun when you're not supposed to. Do you have to change headset from the Airbus to the Boeing? So my previous fleet had the dual plug, which to my understanding is the same for the 7.3. It's just a regular dual plug. So I'm going to keep my Bose Pro flights. I don't believe there's going to be any issue with that. But I know some guys had issues with the ANR on the Airbus fleet, different plugs and all that. But all right, we're cruising here at 280. Get you off. And let me go into the map page real quick. Zoom this down. Let's step through this flight plan real quick. See if I need a transition anywhere. Youth. Okay, it shoots out and then Cal V. Alright, no, so we got the whole arrival in there. That looks good. 173 to top of descent. So we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the Biscoffs here. Alright, let's actually, I need to leave you seated here. And I wanted to do cabin light situation. Should be closed. Cabin lights are automatically being managed? Really? Oh, really? I want them off. forget how to do this. Both zones
American
off.
Tree 57. Contact New York Center 1 tree for point for 5.
Contact New York Center 134.45, American 357. Have a good morning. New York Center, American 357, flight level 280.
American 357, New York Center.
All right, we are cruising. We got the sunset and the coming up, or excuse me, the sunrise. So we're gonna keep it out here for a minute. Do I fly on VATSIM? No, I am banned from VATSIM. They want me to submit ID, and I will not. When you get to the bus, you'll need both. It's quite the electric mix, if it exists. Eclectic mix. Okay, I'll just make sure I have both. You're a ship headset user? Eeh. Heading not synced? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go back in a minute. Currently moving to FS24. Downloading AIG should be moved over fully by Friday. Virtual United Pilot. Nice, man. Oh, yeah, we're 250 likes. We're only 50 likes away from a return leg. Dreamerosity, love the color. Saw this bird the other day. I like this color. I like these colors too, man. That is a real clean. You know which one I also like? I didn't see it in the livery manager. I'm sure somebody will paint it, but it's the Reno Air. The Reno Air, I believe it's Reno Air, right? On the 7.3 that's green. It actually works pretty good on the NG as well. Oh, eclectic. Thank you. Thank you, Turks. Eclectic. That makes more sense. As far as American retros go, there's only one that's the greatest of all time, and that's Astrojet. That is the Astrojet, greatest of all time. Captain Simp, what's up, man? I see you over there now. I've just had my other chat up. AirCal looks good, but I mean, AirCal is... I think AirCal on the MD-80 looks better, to be honest with you. But there is no livery better on the NG than the Astrojet. J Long, my friend, thanks for the $5 super chat. Since about this time of year, as a kid flying up to Detroit from Jacksonville on Northwest MD-80-90, powering back from the gate. Yes, indeed, J Long. I actually watched a video that popped up on my YouTube feed. It was a Northwest 727 doing a power back from the gate, just like nothing, just nobody's business, just power back, and off they went. Man, I wish we had that. I wish we could still do power backs. I guess it's not even, I mean, you wouldn't want to do it. I can see 100% why you would not want to do it on underslung engines. But even when the MD-80s were flying, you know, they canned power backs, what, like in the 90s? When did power backs pretty much stop being the norm? I don't even know. I've seen a bunch of heritage liveries at O'Hare. Joe Plains, what's up, man? Staying warm out there in the ice box? With your new operator SOP, do you turn landing lights while crossing the runway? Dwalton. I don't actually know. I didn't. It's probably a captain thing, so that's a captain problem. I just turned them on because I used to turn them on all the time when we crossed. That was our SOP. But that's going to be a captain problem. A de-ice box, indeed. Nabil Hamdoui, are you making the move for 2024, man? Why are you still waiting? Why are you waiting, Nabil? Did you see the departure? Most epic lighting departure I've ever seen at a JFK. Do you think X-Plane 12 will work on the cockpit textures? Always come back to Microsoft just for that reason. Captain Corona, I've been saying this for a long time, man. The developers have let down, the X-Plane developers have let down the diehard fans of X-Plane because the sim it's definitely not, it'll never be as graphically good as Microsoft. Let's just face it. It'll never be graphically as good as Microsoft. However, the sim has made leaps and bounds. Some really good lighting, some really good sunset, sunrise, blue hour, some really good adverse weather effects. Okay, so it's got a lot of things going for it. However, short of the Flight Factor 777, I don't think there's another single airplane that was built for and designed for X-Plane 12 to take full advantage of the graphical improvements. And you're absolutely right. The models that you fly, the textures in the cockpits are just so lacking. They are the same cockpits visually that we saw back in X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11. They're the same cockpits. The models look great. You know, a lot of the models look really good. But it's
American 357, contact New York Center 133.35.
that's a big problem, and I lose the enjoyment. I lose the enjoyment. I really do.
See you.
Aviation dude, what's up? Hello, Mr. V1. How's the 73 treating me? It's been an absolute blast, man. It's been an absolute blast, aviation dude.
American 357, New York Center, good morning.
Matthew F. Yeah, I haven't. I don't have the X Crafts E-Jet, so I can't. Yeah, I can't say. It's just the airplanes that I've flown. You know, and like we have the Tolless, the old Flight Factor birds, the 7.5, 7.6. The MD-11 is passable with a bunch of mods that I run, like shadow mods, cockpit mods, ant removal mod. So I've done a lot of mods on the MD-11 to make it look passable, but it's still not. I mean, it's still. You know, especially if you fly in the daytime. You pretty much have to fly X-Plane at night. Whoa. Look at the clouds up ahead. What do we got going on here? Actually, let's go up here for a minute. Did they do any cloud adjustments? That looks pretty awesome. That looks pretty awesome. X-Plane 9, X-Plane 9 cockpits perfectly put. They aren't even last gen cockpits. No. They're more than a decade old. Yes, 100%. 100% true. I mean, while X-Plane 12 has improved the visuals, it's missing a lot more that can compete with Microsoft, and so the devs are jumping ship because of cost effectiveness. Andre Henry, you're right, man. It's what makes the world go round? Money, right? So money makes the world go round. If you're not getting the return on investment and time and all that stuff, it's just. I think it just sat on its butt too long. I really believe that X-Plane just kind of sat idle for too long. You know, Microsoft 2020 was what kind of kick-started X-Plane 12 to get going, right? But that's what it is, man. Tennessee Sim, what's up? I learned a lot from your streams. Awesome. Dial flap? Does dial flap look a bit odd, or is it just you? The dial flap. What are you looking for? Dial flap in the MD-11? Oh, the flap gauge. Where's the flap gauge? You think the flap gauge looks weird? Looks pretty good to me. Looks like Full Flap Sim's Discord icon. What's your impression on Sim Update 4 performance? Amazing, Flight Sim guy. This, like I said, first flight I've done pretty much probably ever, where I took off at a JFK and I would be excited to fly back to it. The performance was that good. We loaded it up, man. I had a ton of traffic. I had all the lights on because it was pre-dawn, so all the lights are illuminated. We're flying the PMDG 737NG, fully simulated 7.3. And streaming. So streaming takes at least 10 FPS off the top, maybe more in some cases. When I have all my cameras up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 separate cameras that run as well. So when I have all the cameras running and streaming, I mean, you're looking at 15 to 18 FPS off the top. So with all of that running, no auto FPS, it was a departure that I could not have done at the very least without auto FPS before Sim Update 4. I mean, when's the last time we flew to JFK? I mean, the last time I flew to JFK that I can think of, we took the A300 from JFK down to Belize or something. We did a long haul, and I think that was in 2020. I don't even think that was in 2024. G-Sveeb, I turned the en route traffic way down, man, because I don't need to hear it running. I like turning it up around the airport environment, but I don't need to hear it going in cruise, because I'm here talking to you guys. But I have it set at 2. You could set it to 10. But you can, yeah, if you want more traffic, man, you can set it to 10, run those sliders all the way up. But if I'm here trying to have conversation, talk to you guys in chat, I want minimal chatter, you know. Last response, but this season has been crazy. More snow the past few weeks than all of last season. Definitely staying busy up here. Joe Plains, my man. Well, if you're up there in February, March, I might have to say hi. I'm getting 73 in JFK with the 320 and no frame gen. Oh, you're getting 73 frames in JFK 320 no frame gen, 5070 Ti, and a 7800X 3D. Also download LaGuardia Newark to boost that stress. Yeah, that's the other thing, Pools. I forgot. I have LaGuardia installed right next door as well. Yeah, absolutely. D-Doom, you played with the Dukes in VR. Your life has changed. Man, somebody was playing with the Bonanza the other day, too, in the stream. Or in Discord pictures. And they looked amazing, too. We got to get back. We're going to have to do some GA flying again. We're going to have to.
Envoy 3727, turn right, heading 245.
Turn right, heading 245, Envoy 3727.
Wow. You can load up X-Plane with all the mods you want to make it look better. It doesn't change the fact that the current quality of devs in the sim makes a 7.6 that burns 5K an hour acceptable. Yeah. Turks, 100%, man. The devs need to be held to a higher standard. Yeah. X-Plane 12 is like P3D with no standard held to the devs. So if you never flew P3D, when P3D was hot and heavy and very popular, there were some airplanes that came out that were kind of subpar, but everybody knew who they were. If somebody tried to, kind of pull a snafu and release a half-baked airplane, you knew about it, and people didn't seem to really support it. And in X-Plane 12, that really doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like people will just drop an airplane or an update and like, oh, well, at least it's working, and look at my wave action. But yeah, I feel like the developers are really what's kind of fallen behind on the X-Plane 12 market. And they may catch up, who knows? But I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath. But at the end of the day, like I said, fly whatever sim you want to fly. Wilco, yes, Wilco. Oh my gosh, the Wilco product line. I forgot all about Wilco. What do you have your ground traffic set? Let's see, ground traffic for JFK. So my parked density was 4, and departure density was 4. I don't think there was any like ground. So that's what I had. My en route density is a 2.
Center on 133.25, Brickyard 5691. Have a good one.
What was that? What is Santa mode on Beyond ATC? Highball! This color scheme is so cool. Thanks for 10 months support, dude. This, I'm with you, dude. Hold on, we're going to straighten the camera out. Look at the lighting in the background. That is just...
American 357, contact Cleveland Center 127.475.
Right here.
Center on 127.475, American 357, take care.
It drops balls?
Cleveland Center, American 357. Good morning. Flight
I just looked at my YouTube recap. V1, my top watched. Nice.
American 357, Cleveland Center.
Santa
Roger.
mode? I really want to turn on Santa mode. Oh, it makes the snow of UI beyond ATC. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you could like see Santa Claus and his reindeer flying around. That's AI traffic. Is the flight factor 777 good or not for X-Plane 12? V2 plus 10. I don't have it. I never flew it, but I've seen pictures, and that's the one where I will say the flight factor 777 for X-Plane 12 looks like it took full advantage of what's available in X-Plane 12, and it looks really good. I've seen some streams from Black Box. I've seen screenshots in the Discord. The flight factor 777 cockpit looks better than any other cockpit really in that sim.
Air Canada 765, Cleveland Center, good morning. Continue climb to flight level 280.
How sim update before performance on the ground? Highball. It was awesome. At a JFK, heavy traffic, lights on. It was great. The only, and I was running like I'm either at 250 or 275 LOD fixed, and typically on my system, when I switch views from cockpit to like trailing edge wing view, if it starts to like, if you just get a little stutter in between the view switch, that to me is my indicator that I am pretty much set at the max LOD for the current environment of the sim. So if I were to dial that back, or what auto FPS does, you probably would have no hiccuping between views. But I'll be honest, I don't mind a stutter or two when I'm in the switching of views. As long as once my camera is stable and I'm looking at my wing view or I'm looking out the cockpit view and it's smooth, that's all I care about. I don't track a specific FPS. I don't run an FPS counter because for me, I end up just staring at it and it almost sucks the joy out of the sim because I'm so focused on my FPS. I'm like, oh man, why is it stuttering? I'm always looking at my FPS. I turn off my FPS counters. I just fly the sim. And as long as it's smooth, I'm happy. And we were smooth as butter on the ground, other than a couple of camera switches. So for me on my rig, that 250, 275 LOD max fixed, that's going to be my max for JFK. But shoot, if I turned it down to 225 or 200, you probably would not have even noticed a visual difference on the ground. Because when you're on the ground, your LOD really doesn't matter. You can run it down to 100 or 50, and because you can't see more than the few terminal buildings around you. So if I turned that LOD down just a hair, it probably would have even smoothed that out.
American 357.
Brandon Stewart, this is Beyond ATC.
Good morning, flight level 280.
American 357, Cleveland Center.
Should have been a Microsoft 2025 release. Nah, FPT. See, I'm totally okay. I mean, I've looked back at the whole year and a half of enjoyment I've had on 2024. It's been worth it, man. That's just the hobby. This is what we experienced as simmers. If you jumped to 2024 like me, right when it dropped, there were some growing pains. There's no doubt about it. There was issues for sure. Launch day was definitely a nightmare, but we had fun, man. We streamed for like 12 hours straight. It was incredible. But that's just simming, man. That's just part of being a sim enthusiast. And I think if you joined the hobby late, or if you joined the hobby, within the last 5, 6, 7 years, you probably were frustrated with how it all went down. But if you've been simming since FS98, it's just another day at the office, man. Just another day flight simming. Things happen. Patches break things. Things will get better. Things will get worse. But I would not trade a year and a half of a lot of fun that I've had with 2024, the enjoyment and fun that I've had on 2024. I wouldn't trade that for being stuck in 2020 sim until now. Because once I got into 2024, I could feel the differences in the way airplanes reacted with the environment. I could see the environmental differences. I could see the visual differences. And for me, hey, it ran stable, it ran good enough, and it's just gotten progressively better. So that's just simming, man. It's just simming.
357 Cleveland Center. I have a traffic management reroute
Oh
for you.
my goodness.
Advise ready to copy.
Traffic management. This is real life.
Ready to copy, American 357.
American 357, expect Lin Tree, runway 24 left.
324 left. Okay. What did we plan?
Expect ling tree. Runway 24 left, American 357.
ILS 24 left, lane 3, Rosie. We should probably do some work here, but I was just vibing on that view out there. We got, let's see, prog page. We got 32 miles. I want to see if I can get the sun to pop up here real quick. He didn't say, I said expect lane 3. I want to go back outside just for a few minutes. We'll track our TOD here on the McDo. Oh, also, I think I mentioned it earlier. FMC, WinWing FMC, and pilot autopilot panel are working 100% one-to-one, no issues with SimApp Pro now. For the pilot autopilot panel here, MCP was not working until this recent update, and now it's working perfect.
Runway 2 for left.
A real controller would never waste breath on saying traffic management. They would just say TMU. That's true. Hey, you got to pass that along to the devs. Turk, honestly, dude, they probably would listen to you. Like, they're very good at receiving, like, the nuances of real-world comms. So, if we could pass that along to Beyond ATC devs, that instead of saying traffic management, just have them say TMU for TMU or... I mean, I've heard them say traffic management sometimes. Typically, when I complain, I'm like, why? Like, traffic management? Okay. Who's playing the DJ? What is that sound? Did you guys hear that? I do have a 32 gigabyte rolling cache. That's what I am rocking, yes. 23 miles. We see the sun peeking through the cloud. Oh my gosh, can I take a screenshot? This is beautiful. This might be a new desktop background. If only this was Astrojet. But that might be my new desktop background, just because that is a beautiful shot. You heard it, T-Tut Company, right? What was that? Did you get that? Since we all use payware stuff and the sim is basically the graphical platform, does it make sense to buy the full version of the sim?
American tree 57, descend to 1,000 feet. Altimeter tree 007.
11,000.
Descend to 1,000 feet, American 357.
You know what? You can get the standard and then upgrade. So if you're just wanting to kind of play, like get your feet wet in 2024, go with the standard. And because you can buy airplanes out of the marketplace if that's you want. Now, I went all in from the get-go because, you know, new sim was coming out and I was a sucker for it. I mean, it was like I had to do it. But you can get standard. You're not missing anything graphically or simulation-wise. The only thing you won't get are additional stuff, like maybe some default airplanes or some challenges or things like that. So you won't be missing out by getting standard. And if you want something else, you can always upgrade or buy into it. Gotta tell them, or gotta get them to add random wheels up times. Yes. Now that would be cool, Turks. That would be cool. VFR ATC should be just tell pilot standby and too busy for flight following. POSA performance has been phenomenal, dude. So good that if we get one more like, we're gonna make a return leg, and then I'll have to put a poll up if we're gonna go back to Kennedy or go to LaGuardia. Nine miles, and then we're going back inside view, and we're going back to work. I miss TWA. Yes, man. Sing all the birds in and out of St. Louis. Yep. Music, man. I hear you, man. Johan, I actually had that problem too. When I lost internet, I tried to do a video recording in X-Plane 12, and it wanted me to put in a CD key. I'm like, what?
Air Canada 765.
So I don't know what the big hoopla is about X-Plane 12 being able to run offline. I could not run it offline for some reason. The contrails look pretty good too. All right. Latte's down. Time to go to work. Time to go to work. Actually, I think we're just getting ready to start down there. So. All right. We got 11,000 set. Let's go ahead and get our chart situation. The star. We're on the wing 3 for 2-3 left and right. We'll pin that. Wing 3, the bottom altitude is going to be 8,000. They got us going to 11. Approach ILS runway 23 left. No, what did he say? ILS 2. Wait, what? What am I doing? No, I'm confused. 24 left. 24 left. Is there an ILS for 24 left? Yes. ILS 24 left. Alright, we got 111.95. Let's get this set up here. Let's go back to this cam for now, I guess. Yeah, we're going to do flaps 30, 144, 111.95, 237.
Cleveland Center, Brickyard 4559, flight level 270.
237, 237,
For 559.
111.95.
American Tree 57, contact Cleveland Center 125.2. See you.
Contact Cleveland Center 125.
All right, 111.95, set both sides, 237 inbound course.
Good morning, Cleveland
Ooh,
Center.
I'm starting to see
American
some radar
357,
situation out
descending
there.
via Linktree, flight level 233.
MDA, ILS, DME, RVR is going to be greater than 5, Robert? And that's Hiles out. 747 on the DA. I ordered my WinWing EFIS panel, but it's pre-order. I never got it. I would love to have it. Alright, 747. Well, 747 is set. We're on the descent. We're going to get the engine anti-ice on. Pressurization is set. Bleeds are set. Engine anti-ice is on. Auto brake 2. All set up there. Let's do performance tool, landing en route, import, ILS, 24 left, import aircraft deals, import weather, 8,900 required 5271. Auto brakes 3. What about save the brakes? Auto brakes 2.
Air Canada 765, Cleveland Center, roger.
Alright, so auto brakes 2 is set. I want to go back and look at their taxi in here. I have not been to Toronto.
Inwood 4141, contact Toronto Center 128.275, see you.
Center on 128.275, Envoy 4141.
Alright, 24 left. Yeah, we'll plan for this high speed here, Delta 4 cross, and then, I don't know, we'll just go Terminal 3 or something. We'll have to do that. We're in the descent. Everything is looking good. There's 18 thou. Quad transfer for arrival. Is the yoke movement still 2 FPS? Yoke movement? I actually don't know. I don't really watch the yoke. My yoke? You're talking about the camera? My yoke cam is not 2 FPS. I don't know. I have to look at the yoke. I have it lowered.
American 357, contact Toronto Center 124.925.
Contact Toronto Center 124.925, American 357.
All right. Hey, we're 300 likes. All right, we're going back. I'm going to start a poll.
Descending via Linktree,
You tell me where we're going.
15,800.
American 357, Toronto Center, radar contact.
LaGuardia or JFK on the return?
Air Canada 794 Heavy, contact Toronto arrival 132.8.
All right, BIMPO's at 8,000. Youth
Contact
between
Toronto
11 and
arrival
13,000.
132.8, Air Canada 790 for heavy.
On the legs page. We're looking good. We are looking good. So it's coming up a little bit here. Any speeds on this arrival? Yes, it's youth at 250, which we have programmed. All right. Descending through layers here. Oh man, that looks awesome. You see, one thing I will always credit X-Plane with is the density of clouds. You see how like there's never any cloud between the wingtip and the window? In X-Plane 12, you can actually see your wingtips disappear in dense clouds and then even the wings. I really, really hope that comes to 2024. That is one thing I can think of off the top of my head that X-Plane 12, you do have the lead. Vodka, what's up, man? Welcome in. I might have to get GSX going again so I can practice some of the timings of these flows and checklists. I don't know. Turk, do you still use GSX, Turk Heron? I don't know if it's worth the headache, man. My life has been so simple without GSX. I love it. I love sitting without GSX. Right, we're going to need to slow down, Chiefs.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 7252 Heavy through 12,200 feet for 15,000 feet direct Murno.
Air Canada 7252 Heavy, Toronto Center identified. Climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Air Canada 7252
We appreciate if you made
Heavy.
advance notice. Vodka, I had this scheduled since last night, man. I had this scheduled since yesterday. Although I didn't really do a double peak. Like I normally do. Alright, back to FOC speed 250. Set altitude. It's got us at 11. Guess we'll just do what he says. We'll maintain 11.
Air Canada 765, contact Toronto
Well, he
arrival
gave us a descent via.
125.4.
Contact Toronto arrival 125.4.
Oh yeah, descent via. Shoot. 8,000.
American 357, contact Toronto arrival 125.4.
Contact Toronto arrival 125.4, American 357.
Had to hit intervene again.
Toronto arrival, American 357, 11,000. We have Delta.
American 357, Toronto arrival. Altimeter 3007. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left.
All right, down we go.
Altimeter 3007, expect radar
Descent check with altimeters. 2984. Approach preparation complete. Pressurization check. Terrain display selected on the FO side. Terrain display is set or selected. Lights are set. Set check is
007, American 357.
traffic. Terrain on the FO side. We've got weather on the captain side. We are speeding here below 10,000 feet down to 8. It's snowing in Toronto. Yeah, I got live weather on, man. We're looking for it. We are looking for it. Let me get a flight recorder ready. All right, flight recorder is ready.
Air Canada 765, descent at 8,000 feet, altimeter tree 007.
Descend to 8,000 feet, altimeter 3007. Air Canada 765.
Beating this guy up.
American tree 57, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet.
3,000 level change. Arm. So that's an idle, so we're looking good. Flaps 5. Spoilers still automatically, that's good.
Leave Virgo heading 055. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 left.
Leave Virgo heading 055. Expect radar vector for ILS.
That's basically the same track that we have set up, so we're just going to maintain that.
American tree 57, turn right, heading 055. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 055. American 357.
Alright, we're basically on heading 055. I guess we could do it efficiently. Heading select 055. Ooh, let's extend the line. So we're going to do, shoot, what is it? Lidsu? Yeah, Lidsu. So Lidsu, bring it to the top, inbound course 237. Boom. Execute. My goodness. Type rate me now, chat. Type rate me now. Ooh, are we getting ice on the windshield wiper blades? We are. Let's throw on the wing and ice. The weather radar is actually, it's pretty accurate. It's a default weather radar, but it'll still paint. We were messing. What airplane? We did a flight in it.
Air Canada 765.
I forget we were messing with the weather radar. I think it was a 7. I always use the sim barrow by just hitting magic barrel ref. So right there, I just updated it to that already too. Flaps 40 should be flaps 31.
Air Canada Perfect 1, 1 miles from Lisdu. Turn right, heading 220.
Oh, look at that. We're actually getting some ground contact. The lights are still on up here.
Turn right, heading 220, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared, ILS runway 2 for left. Air Canada 441. Air Canada 765.
1,000 to go.
Leave Virgo heading 0 for 5.
I think this is Air Canada right there.
ILS runway 2 for left.
Leave Virgo heading 0 for 5.
High Tech 73 Ops.
ILS runway 2 for left. Air Canada 765.
Do we have a good livery we could fly? I'll have to look at the livery manager.
American tree 57, turn left, heading 350.
Turn left, heading 350. American 357.
350 in the turn.
Air Canada 765.
I'm going to slow to 180
Heading 0 for 5. Vectors for the approach.
because I need help. And you guys were wrong. You can go flaps 15 with the gear up. It's just you have the throttle position sensor. If you're below like a certain thrust lever angle, it will actually go off. But if you're spooled, you can be flaps 15 without the gear box. So you're all fake pilots. Blackbird Controls. What's up, my man? Thanks for the 10 gifted subs, my man. Rocking the Blackbird Control 73 levers again today on the Honeycomb Bravo. Get yourself something for Christmas. Thank you, Blackbird. Appreciate the support, my man. Hope all is well. Very kind of you dropping the 10 gifted subs back into the channel, man. Very kind of you. Wow, look at the lighting out here. This looks so good.
American 357 for miles from Listu. Turn left, heading 265. Maintain 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 24 left.
Turn left, heading 265, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 24 left, American 357.
Thought I doubled it up in time. I guess not.
Air Canada for 41. Contact Toronto Tower 118. Decimal 7. Have a good morning. Contact Tower 118. Decimal 7. Air Canada for 41.
You know, you can practice in the right seat. I know, I have my view over here. But the problem is I don't have my hardware to support this, so it really messes with my brain. So I don't have the hardware to support that. We should lower the HUD on this approach. Alright, so we're on the Loke, allegedly. We're also a little bit off. 30 knot wind up here, not helping. Alright, recording. I'll get the recording here as soon as we can glide slope.
Contact Toronto Tower 118. Decimal 7. Have a good morning.
Over to Tower 118, decimal 7, American 357. Have a good morning. Toronto Tower, American 357, ILS runway 24 left. Sur Dr. Order Director, what rates your
What?
American 357, Toronto Tower.
Recording is on.
We'll go, American 357.
Let's kill the wing heats. Should be 30 and 143 on the speed. Plus 5 will be 148. Glide slope. Gear down. Flaps 15. There's snow on the ground. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Spoilers on. Before landing approach briefing completed. Seatbelts on. PAs completed. Recall. Check auto brakes as required. HUD is set. Radios and displays set. Cross check. Below the line. Speed brakes armed. Green light. Gear down. 3 green. Flaps 30. Green light. Landing check is complete. It's snowing, chat. It is snowing out here. It is snowing. Get ready for the AT disconnect on the autopilot now. That's so cool, man. Hold on, let me see if I can. Ah, no. No, come back.
Air Canada 441, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway.
Should we auto land it? Shoot, I feel like we should auto land this sucker. Flare is armed. I'll throw disconnect. Listen to this. Oh, it's so cool.
1,000.
Alright. Autopilot's off. Always in sight.
American 357, wind 190 at 4, runway 24 left, cleared to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land, American 357.
Yeah, live weather showing out today. A little hot there, a little hot, Chief. The winds are doing a little swirly doos. Swirly dudes on the winds.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Still a little fast.
50.
Toronto Tower, Air Canada 765, ILS runway 24 left.
Air Canada 765, Toronto Tower, continue.
We'll go. Air
Deployed.
Canada 765.
Yes, yes. Oh, there was our high speed. Probably should have done auto brake 3. We'll take the next one. Manual brakes.
American 357, exit right at Delta 10.
Exit right at Delta 10, American 357.
Man, the wind is blowing. Look at that. Wind side. It's a little bit more spicy than I was planning. Look at the snow is blowing sideways.
American 357, contact ground 119.1.
Do not cross the other runway until instructed.
119.1, American 357. American 357, request taxi to company gate.
American 357, gate 9er Bravo, taxi via Delta 8, Delta 6. Hold short runway 06 left.
Gate 9er Bravo via Delta 8, Delta 6. Hold short runway 06 left, American 357. American 357, waiting to cross 06 left.
American 357, cross runway 06 left at Delta 6. Continue taxi via Delta 8, Delta 6, Delta, Alpha, Alpha Tango.
Cross runway 06
All right, clear left.
at Delta 6. Continue
Clear right.
taxi
Clear
via
right.
Delta 8, Delta 6, Delta Alpha, Alpha Tango, American 357.
Delta 8, Delta 6, Delta Alpha, Alpha Tango. So what I love doing is looking at your EFB when crossing runways. Not recommended. There's somebody on final out there. All right, let's clean it up. That was a pretty sweet first leg, man. That was a pretty sweet first leg. But it'd be cool to do a turnaround here with the cold weather ops. We will save our... I forgot to start it proper. After landing flow. That is flaps up. That's stowed. That's up. RTO off. Needs some panics analyzed as required. We'll just go to any gate. But we'll do a turnaround state. I'll save the replay. So we can just, I've never done a turnaround. Let's see what happens when we can find something. For testing purposes, we do turnaround state. Default Toronto, by the way. Unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna flight directors, flight directors.
Air Canada 765, gate 167 Alpha taxi via Delta 4. Hold short runway 06 left.
Gate 167 Alpha via Delta 4. Hold short runway 06 left, Air Canada 765.
Is that where we're
Air
supposed to
Canada
go?
765, cross runway 06 left at Alpha Foxtrot. Continue taxi via Delta 4, Charlie, Echo, Delta, Alpha, Alpha Lima.
Cross runway 06 left at Alpha Foxtrot. Continue taxi via Delta 4, Charlie.
If you turn on the wipers, does the
Delta
snow
Alpha,
come off? I
Alpha
don't
Lima,
think so.
Air Canada 765.
No, I think it's ice. I don't think that's snow, that's ice. Ice on the wiper blades. So when AA acquires NKS, they'll use them as retro liveries. Yeah, that'd be something, wouldn't it? I doubt we'll see that. Ugh. Scenery is pretty bumpy. D-Dune for sure, man. We gotta get up do some YUL ops. Alright, let's spool the APU. And there's actually a long checklist that I'm supposed to do for shutdown. Am I at the terminal? Oh, I'm supposed to go right. I think there's a de-ice over here. Oh, we screwed up. Yeah, we're going to cross all these runways over here and do the actual terminal. Toronto. Pearson. I wonder if the snow's going to keep accumulating on the ground. We'll go over to Hotel de Adobo on that side. This is the hangars and de-ice, isn't it? Yeah, it's been years since I've been over here. Yeah, DJ, they've had 150 resignations in December already, 140 something last month. That's why they canceled the froze, because they're not gonna have any pilots to fly any routes, because everyone's jumping ship. That's why. Click on the gray fastener on the top of the lower center, moves the EFB so you can see it better. Click on the gray fastener on the top. I feel like you say this all the time just to mess with me.
American Tree 57, cross runway 15 left at Tango.
Thank you, we're
Continue
crossing.
taxi via Tango, Alpha, Alpha Tango.
We're crossing all runways.
Cross runway 15 left to Tango. Continue taxi via Tango, Alpha, Alpha Tango, American 357.
The top of the lower center screen. There's no click spot down here. No click spot down there, my man. Alright, Hotel de Adobo. I think there's some non-hotel terminals over here, so let's take these. Man, this is quite, I forgot how big this airport is. Oh, the ICAS. Oh, yeah. You could put it over here, right? This one. That actually would be the center pedestal ND, right? unlocks all my gauges. When I do that. Alright, I see this terminal up here. APU is spooled. APU on bus. Beautiful. Now, I've never run the shutdown checklist before, so we'll have to do that. But let me see what my shutdown flow is. So we got this far. Oh, wow. There's a lot to it. Let's come over here to the ramp. That's the lower DU. Oh, look at ATR. Look at that. Yeah. Alright. We're going to just park over here. So, taxi light off. APU is running. We're going to park right here. Oh, dash 8. That's what I meant. Jeez. So I'm going over this. It's going to be start levers, transponder, air conditioning, then up to the overhead. Alright, I'm going to do this for we got to do it the first time I've ever done it, so we got to do it right. Remember? Principle of primacy. Default scenery? Yeah. I don't know if there is a Toronto scenery. Pay where sceneries are for captains. 1 FO pay now. That's close enough. Alright. Brakes set. Now, let's go ahead and figure this out together. Engine start levers cut off. Transponder to standby. Transponder standby. Then we go up top. Air conditioning and bleeds. Oh. Who shuts off the anti-ice? I wonder if that should have been shut off before. Air conditioning and bleeds. We've had it running, so packs are on. Let's get APU bleed on. Window heat off. Probe heat auto. Anti-ice off. So that's when you turn it off. I feel like really? You could turn the engine anti-ice off after you shut the engine down? Okay. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Emergency exit light switches off, but we're going to leave those on because this is, we're doing a transient stop. Engine start switches auto. Oxygen, engine oil, arrival, port, flight deck lights as required. So we'll come down here, we'll do a little systems check. We've got 17, 18, we've got enough. We've got that looks good. Pressure slowly bleeding off. Good. Alright. Transient shutdown is completed. Ground ops. Bring me a jet bridge. Can you? Set chocks. Bring me a jetway. Alright, beacon light can come off. Hey. Alright. Look at this friggin' checklist. Alright. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set, fasten seatbelts. Didn't do those. Off. Let's see, electrical on bus. Engine start levers cut off. Flaps up, no lights. Fuel pumps as required. We'll turn them all off. APU fully pumped. Stay on still. Fuel pumps as required. IRUs. We'll leave those on. Window heat is off. Probe heat auto. Anti-ice off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Air conditioning and bleed set. Emergency exit lights as required. Engine start switches auto. Weather radar is off. Flight directors off. Auto brake off. O2 engine hydraulic quantities checked. Arrival report. Stab trim set 5 units. Really? It's 5 units. Beautiful. Transponder standby. HUD stowed. AML completed. Flight decks. AP external powers required. Beautiful, chat. We're done. All right, we got one in the books. We got one in the books. So, I'm going to save that replay. CYYZ 737 landing. We're going to save that. We're going to do turnaround state. So, with them deplaning, let's go ahead and request ground power. We'll take a quick sabbatical here. Let's go ahead and get the galleys. Let's go ahead and get potable water. Forward cargo. Alright. Lav service is good. Doors. And we'll open you as well. Alright. We are ready to rock and roll for leg 2. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. I'll refile. And we'll get back here. I want to add a... Hold on. Nope. I just wanted to add a simple counter. Hold on, here we go. I thought I had a countdown, David. What the heck is going on? All right, I'll tell you what. 5-minute break. Smoking sight is on. I know. Hold on. Why? Hold on. This is going to bother me. Oh, that's why it's... Hold on. Text GDI chat. There we go. We'll do a 5-minute countdown. I'll throw on some tunes real quick. I'll refile us, hit the lav, and we'll head back to the official is going to be LaGuardia. Headed back to LaGuardia. All right, countdown's up. Take a break. I'll see you all in about 4 minutes.
beyond ATC connectivity.
All right, all right. Hold up. Man, what are y'all listening to over here? Perfect timing. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. If I can find the tab with the music. All right, cool. New flight plan is filed. We're back on bus. Well, we're on GPU power. Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. We're already pretty much set in a transient stop, so we're going to breeze through all of these. That looks good. We're going to get the APU cooking right now, so you're coming back on. And we're still on ground power. We're going to get the APU cooking right now. Seatbelt sign can stay off. Window heats are coming on. And that's off. Electric off. Need to skip that. Lead panel is set. We're going back at flight level 350, I believe. And clear you out. These are all transient stops. That's fine. We'll get flight director. Auto throttle. Flight director. I don't know what kicked off. Flight director, auto throttle, flight director. We got terrain and weather on this side. That looks good. These are all fine. RTO selected. Coming through here. Don't need to test the Jip Whiz index. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a new route. Let's pull in our SimBrief flight plan from the EFB. Request new data, please. New data from SimBrief is populating. Wonderful. New flight plan request. YYZ to LaGuardia. Select the route. We'll let it think for a minute. It's going to request. Let's go ahead and get a clearance from Pearson. I'm going to let the FO go to work there. FO is going to work. Route uplink is ready.
Airport.
American 357, Toronto delivery. Expect runway 23, kept at tree departure with the BAM PAW transition. Initial climb to 7,000 feet. Squawk 5204.
Kept a tree departure with the BAM PAW transition. Squawk 5204, American
Oh my
357.
gosh. There we go. Activate.
American 357, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
23 kept.
We'll contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. American 357, thanks.
Departure. Beautiful. Arrival LaGuardia. What do we got for LaGuardia? Filed Vader 122. ILS 22.
Air Canada for 02, ready to tap
Vader
into the
1.
active.
Rax.
Air Canada for 02, runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
Zero fuel weight, bring you in 126.7.
Runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel. Air Canada
Reserve
for 02.
fuel. We've got 2 point. Is this the same one?
171,
Yeah. Burn to LaGuardia. That's us. 22 plus 3, 2.5, 2.6.
Air Canada 171.
Cost index, we're going 99.
Pushback approved.
Cruise flight
Face
level.
southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. Air Canada 171.
350. 350. We're going to climb via the SID and squawk 5204. 5204. Climb via 350 is set. Landing altitude LaGuardia 0 is set. We'll go APU on bus. On bus. There she goes, and we need to get our weight and balance pulled in. Load plane from SimBrief. Double check our fuel. 12.6 is on board. Go back to our release fuel ladder. 12.1 min takeoff. Dispatch add. There we go. That looks good. 12.6 total in Toronto. 12.6 is on board. Refueling is complete. So, fuel tank pumps are on. Seatbelt sign is on. The first officer is going to do the first officer thing. So that is set. We'll come back up here. We're not going to forget. We're going to go hydraulics, electric on, hydraulic check green band, a beautiful time to get some air conditioning, get the APU bleed on. That's fine for right now. And probe heats come on. And we are standby on doors. Let's run our before start checklist to the line. Parking brake set, oxygen check, navigation transfer and display switches, normal and auto. Window heats on, pressurization, auto and set. Terrain display selected. MCP is not set. Standby.
Air Canada 171, request taxi to be active.
We're going to do a full flap 5 out of here. No D-rate. Actually, let's D-rate on this one.
Runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
Let's do a proper
Runway 2, tree
proper
taxi
D-rate.
via
What's our
Alpha
cell
Tango,
temp on this one? We
Alpha
did Toga
Hotel,
out of
Air Canada 171.
we did Toga out of Kennedy, so let's do a proper D-rated takeoff on this. Actually, contaminated runway, I don't think we will. I think we have to do a full-blown blast off. Cell temp 55 bleeds on, wet runway, engine anti-ice on. Yes, so we're actually going to do force TO26, no D-rate, because we are going to be using the engine anti-ice on. So speeds 33, 35, 45, set V2 in the window up here, 145 is set. Climb via the SID. Which was, what was it? Kepta. For 2-3. Kepta's for 2-3. Climb via the SID assigned by ATC. Otherwise maintain 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet is set. Okay, MCP is set. Displays checked. Auto brake. RTO. Fuel quantity and distribution. 12,600 pounds and checked. CDU checked. Engine start levers cut off. Transponders TARA. Aileron rudder trimmed. 00. Departure briefing complete. Fasten seatbelt sign is on. APU on buses. Fuel panel set. Flight forms AML onboard accepted. Aircraft is 3 Kilo Alpha. PEDs off to the line. All right, let's close up shop. We're cooking, chat. We are cooking. We are cooking. Ground operations. Close all doors, please. Ground vehicles. Release all, please. Ground connections. Release. Release. Remove. Now let's get the taxi diagram out because this sucker taxiing out of this airport is like insane. Alright, 10-9. Make it big.
Air Canada 193 at gate 136. Alpha request pushback and engine
Make
start.
it daytime. So we're over here somewhere. We're going to go to 2-3. Alright. First officer flow. Before start. Cockpit door is closed and armed. Let's come back up here. Bleeds and packs. We're going to go boom, boom, boom. Actually, no, you stay on auto. Door lights out. Anti-collision on. Call for push.
Jazz 251, Toronto ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Jazz 251.
Busy day out here.
American 357, gate 3 for Charlie. Request pushback.
American 357, Toronto ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Cockpit to ground, brakes release.
Pushback approved, face south, American 357.
Let's push back. Alright. Nice. Nice turnaround. We didn't miss the hydraulics this time, or the transponder. Alright, before start checklist, below the line. Probe heat is on. Hydraulic panel set. Doors, windows closed and locked. Anti-collision light is on.
Toronto ground, pushback and engine start approved.
We are ready. We'll do engine anti-ice on after start. 2-engine taxi as well. Do I have your pitot tubes on? Or my pilot toque on? Yes, I have my pilot toque on.
Contact Toronto Tower 118.35.
Are we going to get pushing here? What are we doing?
Over to Tower 118.35.
Toga's
Air
having a
Canada
hard time.
171. Bye-bye.
I wonder if it's because I didn't go all the way to the line.
Air Canada 193, taxi for departure.
Air Canada 193, runway 23, taxi via Alpha Tango.
New tug driver,
Alpha
first
Hotel.
day.
Runway 23, taxi via Alpha Tango.
All right, you
Alpha
get one more
Hotel,
chance
Air
here,
Canada
buddy.
193.
You're gonna have to force me to do a power back.
Jazz
here we go, here we go.
251, request taxi to the active.
Get it? Yes.
Jazz 251,
Tug
runway
driver,
23,
first day.
taxi
Canadian
via Alpha
pushback.
Tango, Alpha Hotel.
There we go. We're good.
Runway 23 via Alpha Tango.
Start engine 2.
Alpha Hotel.
Grounding
Jazz
2.
251.
Damn it, ignition was hit the wrong spot. Ah, it's all right. Look at the EGTs are still really hot. Or why are the EGTs up so high? Is it because of the ambient temperature from when we shut down? N1 rotation. Fuel on. Yes, it is lower to the ground. Yeah, yes, it is.
Rouge 1739 at gate 166
Heapler
Alpha.
looks better.
Request pushback.
Still a little wonky. Push complete.
Rouge 1739.
Set brakes.
Toronto ground, pushback.
Brake set,
and
clear
engine start
disconnect.
approved. Face
Engine
east.
anti-ice on number 2 is on.
Pushback approved. Face east.
Grounding
Rouge
1.
1739.
Air Canada 439.
That is a Dash
ready
8,
to taxi
yep.
to the active.
You really like the new update to GSX? Andre, like I said, I
Air
may
Canada
have to.
439, runway 23, taxi
I
via
may
Alpha
have to
Tango,
get it running
Alpha Hotel.
to help me with flows and
Runway
triggers,
23 via
such as
Alpha
fueling
Tango,
complete,
Alpha
doors
Hotel.
complete,
Air Canada
like
439.
cargo doors closing, things like that. I may have to get it up and running again. Fuel on.
Air Canada 439, hold position for company traffic.
Hold
Start
position
switch
for
off.
traffic. Air Canada 439.
Auto, engine and ice coming on. Auto,
Air
off.
Canada 439, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Canada 439.
Flaps 5, 125, trim 4.88. Alright, so after start flow, trim, flaps 5, waiting for the green light.
Air Canada 439.
I didn't know Flight Tampa had YYZ anyways. Alright, Legion packs in on it. Legion packs are set. Let's go.
Air Canada 439, continue taxi.
Gonna turn around
Air
here.
Canada 439.
American 357, ready to taxi to the active.
American 357, runway 23, taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
Runway 23 via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, American 357.
Air Canada 439, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic. Air Canada
Alpha
439.
Tango, Alpha 2-3.
Air
He's
Canada
holding for us.
439, continue taxi.
Alright, after start check is NIS as required. Generators on, air conditioning and bleed set, flaps set. Flight controls
Ready to taxi to the active.
checked, recall checked. After start check is complete.
Rouge 1739, runway 23, taxi via Alpha Tango.
Oh, I guess he's not holding for us. Jeez, Gus, cut us off here,
Alpha
man.
Hotel. Rouge
Ooh,
1739.
that's 220. Alright, we'll follow him. T-Tutco, what's up? Thanks for the $5 super chat. If you install GSX, get it off the turn in your 6-month coin and hit a meeting. We're here for you.
Air Canada
man. Thank you for the
Toronto
$5
ground,
super chat.
pushback and engine start approved.
I know. I don't want to get GSX.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
I don't wanna
Air
do it,
Canada
Tuck.
163.
I don't want to do it.
Jazz 893, ramp 252, request pushback.
Alright, runway on departure 237 across the board, 145 to 7, LNAV, VNAV.
I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic. Jazz 251.
Jazz 251, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Alright, let's
Jazz
go.
251.
Let's fighting maybe at 220. It probably is, man.
Jazz 893, Toronto ground.
Are we excited for chase plane? We are. I am looking forward to chase plane.
Pushback and engine start approved. Phase west.
Very much
Jazz
looking forward to chase
893.
plane. I never had it in 2020, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Air Canada for 39.
I jumped into some to check out Simulator 4. Sadly, I'm one of the few with no chase
Air
performance.
Canada 439.
Really? Oh, man, it must be so system specific.
Air Canada for 39, continue taxi.
I thought mostly everybody was getting
Air Canada 439.
performance boosts. I mean, my sim always ran pretty good, but with Sim Update 4, man, no auto FPS, I could not do JFK. Can't hear you much over the plane. I forgot it's on. I think it has a loud fan noise.
Air Canada 193, contact Toronto Tower 118, decimal 35.
Y'all just need to get some pirate news,
Tower
man.
118, decimal 35, Air Canada 193.
Alright, here we go. Coming across.
Air Canada 163, request taxi.
My volume got lower? No. I turned the sim down.
Air Canada 163, runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel. Runway 23 via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel, Air Canada 163.
Captain Canada, what's up, man? Oh, I had no idea Flight Tampa had Toronto. Man. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Contact Toronto Tower.
Or else I would have. I love Flight Tampa.
35.
We won't be coming here again, though. It's too dang cold, man. All this snow nonsense. Yeah, if they fix the elevation problem at Las Vegas, there you go. If they fix the elevation problem at the Vegas localizer and slope, or the slope rather, then I'll buy a Toronto.
Continue taxi. Continue taxi, Air Canada 163.
I do like the snow accumulator.
3, runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
What's up, Diamond Flame?
Runway 23 taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha
Alright, our
Hotel.
fuel is good. Our flaps are 5. Let's do it before takeoff to the line, please. My voice may get lower because I go down here. I'm reading my checklist, and I don't want to have my mouth in my microphone. I can't read the checklist. So I do it from back here. Takeoff data and bugs. Close out, receive, and check. Flaps 5. Green light. Stab trim. 4.88 units. Takeoff brief completing. HUD set. Generators on. ACM bleeds are auto and set for takeoff to the line. I feel like it's pulling to the left. Is that just me? Do I have a brake dragging? I do feel like it's pulling to the left a little bit. If you follow the glide slope on 2.6 left, Captain Canada, you don't have it doesn't drive you into the ground.
Contact Tower 118.
For me, unless I go in and fix like all my sim files, which is not my problem, that's a dev problem. You can go fix a bunch of files and then it'll work. But for me, the default Flight Tampa Vegas glide slope for 2.6 left will drive you into the dirt.
Contact Toronto departure 128.
Yeah, fix the load order. See, I'm not. No. I don't spend money to fix the load order. They're the only dev in the world that can't figure that out. Every other airport, the sim works fine. Once they fix that, I'll buy Toronto. Delta Tango, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Starting to use fight for 5. Nah, I'm just excited, Delta Tango. That's how you're supposed to always say 5. I'm just excited. And I was in Canada, so I felt like I should be more proper ICAO terminology. 355. But that is proper terminology. We just, lazy Americans, man, we say 3.5. But if you go up to Canada, they'll be like, it's 3.35. Eh? All right, below the line, MCP and ND checked runway, PA complete, lights set before takeoff, checklist completed.
Runway 23, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 439.
Big crosswind on this one.
Jazz 251, contact Toronto departure 128.8. Contact Toronto departure 28.8, Jazz 251.
We need to get you all the proper third-party Canadian airports, eh? Yes. I need to fly to Canada more, man. I really do.
Ready for departure, runway 23.
American 357, runway 23, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 23, American 357.
Alright, 2 tree, line up and wait. Let's go.
American 357, Toronto Tower, wind 180 at 6, flight heading 180, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Ooh, the sun is peeking through the clouds.
For takeoff, American 357.
Alright, we're cleared to go.
Air Canada for 39, contact Toronto departure 128.8.
Contact Toronto departure 128.8.
Look at this rouge right up the tailpipe here.
Rouge 1739, ready to go. Runway 23.
Let's do a rolling takeoff. We probably shouldn't do that in,
1739,
hold on, no, we gotta do a proper spool up here because of the icy
Short
conditions.
to 23, Rouge
Can't do a rolling
1739.
takeoff. Alright, spool them up 40. Sound's coming way up. Hold it. Alright, yoga. Where are my Togas working? Where's my Toga switch? Oh, it's not seated. There we go. Toga. V1. Rotate up and go. Positive right here. Fly with. Can't hear myself think. VNAV speed. Flaps 1. Man, that looks cold down there. That looks cold down there. Flaps up. After takeoff checklist. Flaps up, gear off. RTO off. Leads and pack set. We're climbing. Engine NIS as required. Oh my gosh. Don't sink. That's why you have 2 pilots. After takeoff checklist is completed.
Toronto departure, American 357, 3,600 feet.
American 357, Toronto departure identified, clear direct saver. Resume the cube to tree. Climb to 17,000 feet.
Clear direct saver, resume the cube to tree. Climb to 17,000 feet. American 357.
17 direct to saver.
Toronto departure.
Execute.
39, 2,200 feet.
Man, that's a lot to do there when you're single pilot, isn't it?
Rouge 1739, Toronto departure. Good morning. Identified, clear direct mix suit. Resume the mix suit.
I can't read the flap lever, Vodka, from the left seat. So I just use the
Climb to 17,000
Bravo
feet.
lever.
Rouge 1739.
I find it kind of hard to read the markings on from the left side. It's been cold as heck here lately. You're not wrong. That's why I live in Texas, baby. It's like 70 degrees. I'm contemplating diverting this flight and going fishing. do an emergency divert into Buffalo or something.
Have a good morning. Contact Toronto Center 12 for decimal 025, Air Canada 193.
Alright, looking good. We'll hand fly this one a little while longer.
Air Canada 163. Good
Nice,
morning,
we'll get these out of the way there.
Air Canada 163, Toronto departure
Woo-hoo.
identified. Clear direct dial.
Sim update 4, morning. My new favorite.
6,000 feet.
My new favorite
Clear direct dial.
departure time.
Reasonable the F7. Climb to 16,000 feet. Air Canada.
Because let's see, we started the stream at 6 a.m. sim time. That was perfect. There's 10,000 feet. We'll get these off. It's 76 in SoCal right now? That sounds nice too, man. Alright, no speed restriction on the SID, just a little S-turn here. Man, that little bit of snow on the ground looks so good. I think that's the first snow I've seen in the sim this year. As far as real-time snow, right? We haven't been flying anywhere where there's been snow. See the city down? Oh, that looks awesome. That looks really good. I remember being a kid traveling to Florida to visit the grandparents. I asked my mom why we didn't live in Florida. Yep. It's funny though, so like I have family that lives in Florida too, and I could not live there because I want some seasons. You know, Florida is just, it's hot all year round. Christmas Day, you go out in a golf shirt, go play golf. Golf shirt and shorts. It doesn't feel like Christmas to me. You need some seasons. So I settled on Texas, where it's 130 or 30 below. No in between. Yeah, the humidity is awful, man. That's, I couldn't do it in the summertime. Could not. Florida every day, high 80, chance of thunderstorms. Best place to be a weatherman, I guess, right, Buzz? You have seasons down there. A hurricane season, rainy season, and summer. That sounds about right. Got a little bit of a tailwind pushing us back to the warrior. That's nice.
American 357, Toronto Center, radar contact. Climb to flight level 350.
Alright, spin in the autopilot panel, 350. I love that that's working now. Alright, 350 is set. Command A. Yes, yes. That's why retirees love it. I know, man, I know. Even when we went to Houston for the expo a couple years ago, I could not believe the humidity. Yeah, Houston, we don't like to talk about Houston. Houston is in Texas, but we try to ignore Houston from North Texas. Yeah, it can be nasty down there, man. I remember one year, when was that? There was a massive hurricane that just parked off the coast of Houston. This had to be 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And the flooding was insane. They shut down the airports. And I did a supply flight. We were one of the first birds in when Houston first opened back up for traffic. We were bringing in, we had to do a relief flight. We were trying to get crews out. There were controllers stuck in Hobby Tower for like 4 or 5 days. And they were bringing them supplies. But we were one of the first flights into the Intercontinental with supplies. And man, I remember flying the approach and it was just water everywhere. It looked like we were flying over the ocean still. And then when we finally land, we get out and just the mugginess and the smell of hot humidity. Ugh. And that's basically Florida all the time. There's STD standard set. We'll get these off. Off. We're looking good. We are looking good. cruise mode. I'm from Boston. You like flying to Boston? Yeah, Boston's okay. Boston's where I did my first ever hand-flown Cat 2 to minimums. And then Boston is also where I got a nasty wind shear one time. Those are my memories of Boston. Oh, and I also spent the night in the airport in Boston because massive storm, everything shut down, crews were stranded. I spent the night in Boston airport, and I finally got through to crew scheduling. I think I got in at like 10 p.m. at night. Couldn't get out of the airport. Finally got through to crew scheduling at 9 o'clock in the morning. Or no, earlier than that, probably like 7 a.m. And I had a 9 o'clock report time to fly out. I'm like, hey, well, I'm still in the airport since last night, so you're going to have to find somebody else. I'm fatigued. I'm going home. And I jump seated home. Those are my 3 Boston memories.
American 357, contact Cleveland Center 125.2.
We're at a coffee chat. We're at a
Center
coffee.
125.2, American 357.
Grew up in Boston as a kid. We used to go up to that iconic tower to watch planes from the observation deck. Nice. Also, isn't Boston the like those big cranes for the shipping or at the ports, right? That's where the guy got the idea for Star Wars or something. Those cranes.
Center on 124.925, Endeavor 5187. See you.
I used to love our old Boston overnight. My previous operator. I don't know where we stay now, but my previous operator, we used to stay right downtown. It was pretty sweet, man. That's when the parkas and toques come out. Yeah, Andre Henry, the lighting is bang on. This has been a great little stream, little early morning stream out of the East Coast. It's just that New York departure, man. With the lights, no popping. Full-blown real. That was a quick turn on the ground, too. On the ground, like 15 minutes. Pushback off the gate. Do you do anything with the start switches? No. And I'm going to make a... I'm going to have to make... I'm going to make an emoji for the start switches. So, some operators have auto. Auto. We do not touch them in auto. The only time we turn them into continuous is heavy rain, I believe. I have to check. There's one condition where we will move them out of auto. Even with engine anti-ice, we do not move them. Thoughts on the update so far? I haven't flown, saving my experience for stream tomorrow. I mean, Captain Ken, I think you use auto FPS too, right? I use auto FPS most of the time, but my auto FPS, I haven't updated it forever. It doesn't work. And I was like, man, I don't know if I'll be able to fly and stream on one PC out of Kennedy without auto FPS. For Sim Update 4, I could not fly out of Kennedy without auto FPS, with having a smooth experience. Today, 5 cameras running, streaming, a 250 LOD set fixed with no auto FPS. It was frickin' butter. And I wouldn't have been able to do that on Sim Update 3. So I definitely noticed the performance gain. And the lighting. That we took off pre-dawn, so all the night lights were on. And it was the first time, I think, in like a sim where I could see the lights all the way into the horizon. You know, it's not like X-Plane where it pops in and out, and it's not like before where you had a dedicated light cutoff area. Like, it just, for some reason, the way they blend the lights into the horizon, it looked spectacular. So I definitely can tell the night lights look better, and the performance is definitely an increase. This whole stream, like I said, no auto FPS this whole time, and I haven't had any hiccups. It's the first time I flew off took off out of JFK and actually wanted to go back. Normally, I leave JFK and just can't wait to get away from the airport environment because the performance is so bad. But climbing away, looking at the city, I was like, yeah, we got to fly back. Do I have ray trace shadows on or off? Andy boys, I believe they are on. Flying Starship into Chicago. Ooh, nice little in-flight movie. Man, we got to get back in the Starship, don't we? That's an airplane we haven't flown in a very long time. We might have to do a Starship flight. Is it possible to use Windwing Airbus McDo in 24? Boeing's. Yes, you can use it with, what's it called? Moby Flight. I believe you could use it with Moby Flight. If someone made a profile, you can use anything with any airplane if you use Moby Flight, as long as there's a profile for it. Today we're running the autopilot panel, FMC, all on default SimApp Pro, so I don't have any third party running for that. But it's nice to know that this autopilot panel is working now with SimApp Pro. They ran an update. I did an update to both the PMDG and SimApp Pro. I don't know which one fixed it, but it's working now. Does your scenery pop slowly? I think sometimes it does. That has to do with your LOD settings. Once you tweak it enough and get it set, you shouldn't even notice it anymore. Like I don't ever notice it. Just hit a bump or something there. Any word on the release date? No, I do not have any info on the release date. I know the PMDG wanted to do some texture updating to the external aircraft, external model. I don't know what their progress is on that, and I don't know if they're going to hold a release date until that's done. Mathis Koch was here earlier, and he said that once they're 100% happy with it, they'll release it, and they're just not 100% happy with it right now. They still want to fix some things, do some things. So, but the good news is, I mean, whatever they're working on, the meat and potatoes is done, because you've been seeing me fly it. Captain Canada's been flying it. This airplane is fully functioning and running great in 2024. So whatever they're tidying up, it's nothing that's, sim breaking, at least, because it's running right now. Have I flown the Aerostar? I have. I did see that also had a 2024 native update. I need to check it out. There's so many things I need to check out, man. There's so many things I need to check. I just don't have the time. I mean, I say I don't have the time. I need more hours in a day. Tomorrow we're picking up a new PUPPY. I don't know if my kids are watching, so I have to spell it, even though they probably pick up on it now. We were supposed to get her on Sunday, but it was chat. So get this. So we're all set up to add a new family member on Sunday. And my wife gets a call saying that there's been a mistake, and the one that we were supposed to get, that we went and saw and all this stuff, was actually, they mismatched the beagles. It was actually supposed to go to another family, but they backed out last minute. So we could still get her. But she has they do a deworming process, because it's a beagle farm. I mean, they have hundreds of beagles, and it's a farm environment. So before they sell anything, they have doctors or vets on staff, and they do a deworming process, and they want to send the beagle home healthy with, all the dewormers and stuff done. And I guess she still had a few little soft stools, so they wanted to wait a few more days. But it went from, I'm so excited to pick her up, to maybe not getting her at all, to we're still getting her, but you got to wait 3 more days. And then tomorrow I have to leave. So tomorrow I have my base in dock. So I'm actually flying to my base tomorrow on a 787, which is pretty cool. They run a 787 on the route. So I'm going to fly. I got to go to my base in dock tomorrow afternoon, evening. I'll be there Thursday morning, and then I fly back Thursday evening back home. But I'll miss the first night with the brand new puppy. Yeah, emotional roller coaster. So many great planes, but never enough free time. That's the problem, Logo Lights. Thanks for the 35 months support, my man. That is 100% the problem. Yeah, Captain Canada, I couldn't agree more, man. It hand flies so much better than it did in 2020. People are like, 2020 and 2024 are the same. I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not. If you think they're the same, you haven't been flying 2024 then.
Emirates 30
But this plane in particular, you can really feel that they have tweaked it, and it's just such a smooth, and I use force feedback. I said this earlier. It's, you just point it where you want to go, trim it out, and you can let go. I mean, it's, and to me, I haven't been in the real airplane yet, but I've flown other yoke-driven aircraft, and that's pretty much how you fly them. Point it where you want to go, trim it out, and you can pretty much let go. And it's just a wonderful experience. Have we confirmed you can pop bins? AJ, we have confirmed that I cannot pop them. We did a 1,200 or 1,400 foot per minute landing on our last stream to try that, and we didn't pop them. So I don't know what happened there. In Soviet Union, Beagle picks you. Fernando, yes, I am officially on the 7-3, and I've been training. That's why I've been doing a lot of 7-3 flights. And actually, I just got an email right now from work. I've been trying to get my real-world procedures in. That's why I ignore the chat for 90% of the time. Like, oh, start switch is this, or isolation valve this, or pack this. I'm like, no. You guys fly it however you want to fly it. I am learning. I'm using it as a tool to help me get in proper step with the airplane and the SOPs that I will be following. That's why I do things the way I'm doing them with the 7-3. There's the altitude alert, 1,000 to go. Have I tried 1,400 foot per second? Foot per second, that's a lot. We did 1,400 feet. Oh, feet per minute. Yeah, no, 1,400 feet per second, that would be, that'd be a lot. Tender aviation, no, we have auto. We have auto modes. So in auto mode, the ignition will automatically ignition itself. Even with engine anti-ice, that's another one. People normally, when you turn the engine anti-ice on, start switches come on, but similar. Think of the IAE V2500, right? On the Airbus IAE engines, you put on the anti-ice, what do you see on your ECAM? Engine anti-ice, or excuse me, engine ignition, right? It's auto. Highball dropping the 10 gifted subs. My man, look at seatbelt science coming off just for you, Highball. Get this man a beverage. Thank you so much, dude, for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate you. If you get a membership from Highball, shout him out, say thank you. Very kind, my man, very kind. Should we do shaded side or sunny side? I think we should do shaded side. I think we should do TWA side. That's what we need right there. Thank you again, Highball.
American 357, contact New York Center 133.35.
What do we got on our descent? Let's go to Prague page 116 to top of descent. LaGuardia 22. We are going to be flaps 40, 135 on this one, so we have to start setting that up here.
New York Center, American 357.
About 100 miles.
350.
American 357, New York Center, roger.
I gotta read this email. Give me a second. Oh, I have to schedule my breakfast. I forgot. I have to schedule my breakfast for the base visit. I gotta shoot an email off. V1, do you think the FS Lab Suite 20 Neo is worth it in December of 2025? Dave Gaming DCS, what's up, man? Listen, I haven't flown that airplane in months, so I don't know what the progress is, if there's been some updates or not. I'd have to ask someone that has been flying it more recently. I will say from the last time I flew it, which was quite a few months ago, I was not very impressed yet. I think it had a lot of potential, but again, I don't know what the state of it's been in. These retros would have been better if they weren't Americanized. I know, they still got to put the American logo on it. Is it special breakfast with the Canadians? Well, let's see what the menu is. Hold on. The menu. Bagel, egg, and ham sandwich. Egg and cheese croissant. A Cuban egg omelet sandwich. All options are served with hash browns. What should I'm thinking croissant. Egg and cheese croissant. I don't know. An egg and ham sounds good. A little bit of protein. Maybe I should do the bagel, egg, and ham. The Canadians got to me. The croissant. Let me finish this email real quick, guys. Let me hide my stick yoke so you have to follow along.
American 357, contact Boston Center 133.25.
Am I Canadian? No. Parlez-vous français?
133.25,
Oui, oui.
American 357. Boston Center, American 357, flight level 350.
American 357, Boston Center.
What did we say we want? Did we go bagel, egg, or did we go croissant? You guys tell me what I should have for breakfast. Yeah, we're going with the bagel. Captain Canada said bagel. He's the Canadian himself. Let's do it.
American 357, Boston Center. Expect Vader 1, runway 04.
What do we got? Vader 1. Alright, hold on. Accept clearance.
Expect Vader 1, runway 04, American 357.
Almost done. All right. Email complete, chat. What are we doing? Time to go to work yet? Let's see. We got 63 miles, Vader 1. Let's go ahead and do some digging around here. In it, ref, we're going to do flaps 40, 134 into the garbage, 110.5, 224 on the approach courses. 224 on the approach course. 110.5 is what we're looking for. 110.5. This is what we need right here. We need a wind-wing radio panel for the 7-3. 110.5 both sides. 224 final approach course. Barrow mins. Let's go ahead and clean up this thing here. Let's go to the arrival airports. Arrival weather. 210 at 8. 10 miles broken. -1. 30-12 down there, so it's not too bad of a day. We're on the Vader. We'll pin you. Vader, descend via, we can expect 8,000 at base. Let me take a look at my pages here. All the way down. Vader, where's base? Base, expect at 8, so let's put that in now. We'll do /8,000 for base. That'll get our TOD shifted over. Let's see what that does. 19 miles, yeah, it's a lot closer now. All right, cool. 8,000 there for the approach for the ILS runway 4. Boy, did they flip that around too? Yeah, ILS 4. Approach ILS 4 now. ILS 4, and I guess, should we take it off of Vader since... JC, let's see, on the Vader one. Varaz, Nicole, Zared. We'll do, we'll do Varaz. We'll draw it off of Varaz out here. Execute. Peter, then base. We got a disco. Ah, oh, I screwed it up. Alright, well, ILS 4, Varaz, Vader 1, Rax, execute. So Peter, Rax. We're going direct to Peter, Rax, Peter. We're already past Rax, so Peter, execute. There we go. Alright. But now that took out our base at 8,000. So we got to come back here and put base at 8,000. And we need to start down.
American 357 approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
American 357, after Peter, cleared via Vader 1. Pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 320. LaGuardia Airport landing runway 4, altimeter 3028.
Okay, well that's an improper clearance, so we're going to do what we're normally going to do. We got 8,000 set, VNAV path is on.
LaGuardia Airport landing runway 4, altimeter 3028, American 357.
Auto brake 3, and let's come over here. Oh, shoot. What was the mins? 283 on the Barrow. Reset. Click and hold it. 283. Gosh, I really need this, I say I really want that wind wing. This. Alright, 283 on the Barrow is set. VNAV speed, we're coming down. We got weather on, terrain on over there. Landing calculations. Alright, landing en route, flight plan, ILS 4. Aircraft details, weather, auto brakes. Let's run it with 3. Calculate. Perfect. 4,900 feet. Available 7,000. That checks. And when we get on the ground, we're just going to go to any gate. It doesn't matter. We'll pin you. For 4, right-hand turn off, we'll just go right over here. Cool. All right. Having a hard time getting that VNAV path. There we go. Smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Oh, you know what? I like the crunchy peanut butter, man. I think I like crunchy peanut butter. I like the I like legit peanut butter, the organic stuff where it's super oily on the top or dry and you have to kind of mix it together. That's the one I actually prefer. Actual peanuts. Will breakfast be served on a tech log for maximum authenticity? Yes. I'll serve it on the back of my iPad. The iPad in my lap.
American 357, contact Boston Center 134.3. Take care.
Can confirm crunchy peanut greater than peanut smooth peanut butter. Indeed, man. The smooth is just slimy, man. I got questions. If you like slimy peanut butter, you probably wear long sleeve shirts as a pilot without tattoos.
American 357 Boston Center.
If you're a pilot and you don't have tats to cover up and you wear a long sleeve shirt, you probably eat smooth peanut butter. Crunchy is for adults. Now for the important question, waffles or pancakes? You know, I really like waffles, but I think I like waffles more because I have them less. We make pancakes all the time. We might pick up a little ice here. Let's get the engine heaters on. Why are we getting a warning light? Oh, chat. Oh, my word. I flipped the wrong switches. I literally just did what happened to that DHL crew on approach. Did you guys see that? That is what crashed that DHL 73. Oh my gosh, that's scary. How could Boeing make such a terrible design on those switches right there? That is horrendous. The same exact switches, the same exact panel. Unbelievable, Boeing. 250-hour move indeed. Wow. At least we caught it. But I mean, I 100% could see. As soon as I heard that's what happened, I said, oh, I could see that happening. No doubt about it, man. Wow. Scary. At least we identified the caution light. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Swift Air 5960, exactly. That's exactly what happened. They were on final, and the first officer flipped them off. And the problem was the flaps were bleeding or were not being held out anymore, right? So they started retracting, and that's not to bueno. Airbus would never do dirty like that. No way, Andy Boyce, no way. At least put them on other panels, like put the hydraulics somewhere else, or put this panel in between the two. I mean, they're right there. At least make it like maybe make hydraulics those metal toggle switches that don't have any rubber on them. You know what I'm talking about? Do we have any of those switches in this thing? Kind of like the anti-skid nose wheel steering switch in the Airbus. You know, it's a solid metal switch. That's a lift and lock. At least make those, and then engine anti-ice more. I don't know. That's whoo-wee. Wow. Crazy. No, it wasn't just the electric. It was engine driven and electric on system 2. All right, 3008, right of 18,000 feet. That's coming on. Fixed lights are coming on. Logos and wings. A lot of times space prepare for arrival. Descent checklist, please. Altimeters. What did we just set? We set to 3008. Approach preparation complete. Pressurization check. Terrain display selected. Lights are set. Descent checklist is complete. Look at that. Beautiful day. Man, I feel like the lighting looks... Maybe it's just because we normally don't fly full morning flights very often, but it just looks so good. Like, it's way not yellow. It's more bluish, but it looks cold. It looks legitimate. Yes, yes. Been watching too much XP72. Yes, yes. Or guarded. Yeah, something different. I know, Soup JC, I was reminded of that after I did the interview. I would have loved to ask him why no winglet list option. Maybe because it's just too much effort for minimal gain. Like, who's going to fly the 800 without winglets? I mean, there was only in the U.S., there was only Alaska, right, for a little while? And they retired them all. I mean, I would love it. Don't get me wrong. But I wonder what happened to the removal of it. I just want the 600, because then we can go wingletless 600 and put some old retro liveries on there, pretend it's U.S. Airways, pretend it's Southwest with the 6-pack gauges on. Does Sun Country still have one 320 Alpha Sierra? I don't know if they do. I know they did. I'd be curious if they do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Max Cowgill, I fly the I really enjoyed the 600 on 2020. Just rocket shipping around, retro liveries, do that eyesore panel where it's digital panel, but it's a round gauge up here. So you have a 6-pack on your PFD and ND. It looks so bad. Like, pretend you're Southwest of old, no VNav. Looks like we've got the little ice off our wiper blades. He said way back it's a different flight model and almost no one flies the winglet version. There you go. Okay, so different flight model. Jet 2 have a couple in the UK. Good one. How you doing? I'm doing good, Ben. A friend of mine asked if you could unban him in Discord. I'm not sure, man. I don't see those requests. I don't deal with those requests. I defer to the mods. I typically, if it's a serious, they'll get my attention, but I have no knowledge of that. Flyby Tim, what's up, man? A new day, a new medical. Hey, what's up, Flyby Tim? You fooled them for another, what, year? 6 months? Very good. Six-pack gauges with V-shaped flight director. Yes, Ron, indeed, my man, indeed. Now, I'm half inclined to not fly this whole arrival and just fly a heading here off of Valerie. Just can beyond ATC because I want to get down. I might actually take the boat out. It's nice outside. Let me see if the father-in-law is still in town, so he leaves tomorrow, and it's been too cold to go fishing. We may go fishing today. Let me see if what he's doing real quick. Are you happy moving to 7.3? Sergio, I'll tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited to try something new, my man. Ask me again in like 6 months, you know? Ask me how I feel in 6 months. We'll do a dedicated podcast about the differences. All right, we're at 10,000 feet. Lights are set. Maintain 240 below 10. Podcast. Aaron Hastings, it is still available, man. At least it was available in 2020 because I flew it in 2020 multiple times that way. And you should see the chat, dude. When we do a stream like that with the, let me see if I can let me see if I can find it here in the settings. Menu, PMDG setup, options. No, I think it was aircraft displays. Yeah, single queue, split axis. They have the flight. I'm sure it's still in there. Yeah, round dial, rad out. have to find it. That was displays. Yeah, EFIS map versus PFD ND. I'm pretty sure that's it right there. Did you get a Bloody Mary with the breakfast option? I wish. Do you still ding the cabin at 10K? I don't know. That's a captain problem. Not sure. All right. I'm going to vector ourselves. I'm going to tune tower. And we're going to do a little self-vectoring here, like they would real world. American 357, turn right, fly heading 210, vectors final for 4. Alright, 210, and for cinematic purposes, American 357, descend and maintain 3000 so you can see the scenery better. Level change 250, please, keep our speed up, 250, 3000, down we go. Let's clean up the line here, going into Vader, so Veraz. We'll bring Veraz to the top, inbound course 224, extend the line, beautiful. There we go. Down the Hudson. Or is that the Hudson? I don't know. Down one of those rivers up here. The thing with hydraulics, better in sight, the IRL probably just wait to muscle memory to not to do that again. Yeah, I mean, there's one thing about muscle memory, and then there's another thing about having a poor design. I firmly believe this is a poor design of you having the same exact switches, the same exact panel, the same exact spacing right next to each other, meaning very different things. Engine anti-ice versus electric hydraulics. Now, what they did do correctly is they split it, right? It's not like you have engine 2 or like both hydraulics driven, both electric. They split it. So even if you shut 2 off, the airplane is still fine. But I still think that's a poor design there. I mean, let's be real. The airplane was designed in 1960. Had they been able to do a clean sleek design, they probably would have it different. Because you think about those DHL guys, man, they were tired, probably fatigued, late, who knows, man. It's so easy to make a silly mistake like that. Did you see what Emirates did during the Dubai Air Show? I did not. Don't you apply the Airbus philosophy to identify first, then action the switch? Not for engine anti-ice. And we only do that when it's a guarded switch. Because when it's a guarded switch, then you have to get verification. Yeah, you could rotate it too, 9. That would be something, Darth Rust. You know, rotate the panel so they go other direction. But then you got all the lights here. But you could probably, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Weird. If anything, in my small brain, I would think this would belong. Well, I guess not, because this is probe heats. It's close to the heating panel. At least make them red or something. Something. Is the yoke worth it? Yeah, man. I love the Bruno go. Force feedback is such a huge game changer here. But it is very expensive to get into. But it is, well, you know what? With with Moza coming out now with a much more affordable option. It's not as crazy as it once was. But I think, you know, dollar for dollar, force feedback is an enhancement to your simming experience that cannot be beat. There is nothing more immersive or more game-changing than getting force feedback. Whether you go with an AB9 base, you know, and use a side stick, or go with a yoke. It's a different ball game. All right. Your breakfast request has been accepted to chat. We're getting bagel and ham, egg, and cheese bagels. Yeah, cramp fader, that's the thing. I've heard that guys have switched that, flipped the wrong switches before. But just like we did, what did we do? I saw master caution, what is that? There's no ICAS, which still blows my mind in 2025, no ICAS. But look up at the panel, what's going on? We got amber lights up here, right? So you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. It's not the end of the game if you switch them off. You just have to identify the problem, right? Fix it. In a low-vis approach like the DHL's guys did, coming in high and hot in the approach, missing a tiny caution can be understandable, and it was the captain who flipped the wrong switches. That's true. You know, it's just, it's Swiss cheese. It's always Swiss cheese. How many times do we go over a green dot video on this channel? How many times do we go over, you know, a preliminary report on this channel where it's rarely, if ever, just one thing? Up, they looked up here, flipped the switch, and crashed. No, it's... They flipped the wrong. They were unstable. First off, they were unstable, right? They're tired. They're fatigued. They flipped the wrong switches. They didn't acknowledge the master caution light. They didn't identify the flap incorrect position, right? So it's always more than one thing. It's always more than just one thing. I don't say always, but 99% of the time. Force feedback TCA yoke in 2026. Oh my gosh, they got to make it happen because Windwing might. I mean, that Windwing yoke at Expo was pretty sweet. I'm hoping. Here's my hope, Captain Canada. I'm hoping we see a slew of Boeing products from Windwing next. I mean, we've got all the Airbus levers that we could ever want. We've got gear panels. We've got throttles. But we need to get some more Boeing love. But I would love a TCA force feedback from Thrustmaster. I mean, if they could, they've already. I mean, they've got. If they could make the TCA yoke force feedback, it's already a perfect size package. I mean, the Windwing thing, you got to have a freaking floor mount. You got to have a proper chair. I mean, it's more than just getting a. And press, that was just, I guess, a prototype or early design. If Thrustmaster could get that TCA FFB, that would be sweet. Do I have any Windwing? Yeah, you're looking at them, aren't you? Let's see, I have my previews disabled. Yeah, so this is Windwing. This is Windwing. I have a Windwing. Something else too, I forget. Oh, I have like DCS stuff that's Windwing. We're going to take this right down the river here. New York. Or was it Verpal that had the yoke? Maybe that's, who had the floor-mounted yoke? That was Windwing, right? I can't remember. Whoever had the floor-mounted yoke, I forget. Do you guys ever use tray tables on the Airbus? All the time, man. All of the time, dude. Tray table in op, it's the end of the world, man. The tray table in op, it's the end of the world. Wow. Rammel or Rowell's at 1800. Let's go ahead and start bringing it back 210. Oh, we need flight recorder ready. Our flight recorder is ready. American 357 descending maintain 2,500. Turn left, heading 180. Flaps 5. Oh, look at that, right over the Empire State Building. That is cool. Was that a balloon? What's floating above the Empire State Building? Oh, is that like one of the landmark things? Wow.
2500.
We're going to fly this one tight. Come back to 180. What did I say? Statue of Liberty? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I totally forgot. Empire State Building. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, listen. Like I said, it's been a long weekend, guys. It's been a long weekend. My goodness. That's why I'm a pilot and not a geographer. Whatever. Tour guide. Alright, turn left, intercept the Loke. Cleared for the approach. At least he didn't say the White House. My goodness. American 357, make that heading 075. Join the thing, do all the things. Cleared for all the things. Loke is armed, glide slope's armed. Oh, it's gonna be tight. We're gonna get glide slope from above. Nope, we got her. Recording is on. Now flying over Central Park. I'm never gonna let that one go. Alright, there's glide slope. Go right altitude set 5,000. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 130 or VREF 139. My goodness me. Flaps 30. Alright, full flaps. Gotta do the let's see, arm you. Before landing checklist, approach brake complete, seatbelts on, PA is complete, recall. Checked, auto brakes as required, HUD set, radios display set and cross check, speed brakes, arm, green light, gear down, 3 green, flaps. 40, green light. Autopilot's off. Auto throttle's off. Oh, I love that mag switch disconnect. Alright, we're clear to land. The real life of towers in Vegas. 1,000 feet stable. Alright, flaps 40 this time. Take a sneak a peek. Oh yeah. We got a 13 knot tailwind. Why are we landing on 4 with a 13 knot tail? Nine knots. What'd she say? 095 at 5? 3-1 cleared for takeoff? Oh my gosh, lady. We're going to have a collision on the runway. I would be wrong. I mean, this is not good. This is going to be scary. We're going to land. I'm not going to go around because I got to go. But she just cleared someone for takeoff on 3-1. Oh, hello. Welcome to LaGuardia. I hate this scenery.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Deployed. I'm just waiting for an airplane to run right in front of us here. Ah! Don't look! Don't look left or right. Not looking. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we could have turned off there. Oh, we gotta roll it down the Romeo.
Brickyard 5795, LaGuardia Tower, continue.
Roger. Brickyard 5795.
There the Stallions. That's LaGuardia. That's the scenery, man.
Endeavor 5159, contact New York departure.
Contact New York departure, Endeavor 5159, take care.
Endeavor 357, ready to go, runway 31.
Alright.
357
Let's
LaGuardia
clean it
Tower,
up.
wind 09 or 5 at 5, fly heading 310, runway 31, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 310, runway 31, cleared for takeoff, Endeavor 357.
I was paranoid we were going to see an airplane fly right in front of our face.
American 357, contact ground 121.7.
Autograves off.
Ground 121.7, American 357.
So that's good. Let's get you going.
American 652 at gate 17, request pushback.
American 652, LaGuardia ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northwest, American 652.
They either need a better click spot or I need to figure out where that click spot is because I could never find it for all the light for the light bar. See, I can find it here, but I can't find it on my overhead view. I'm not going to wait for clearance. We're clear left, good cross. There goes the little brick target. Lining up and waiting, clear left.
Endeavor 010, on our way to Albany.
Endeavor 010, LaGuardia ground, cleared to Albany. Radar vectors BDR, then as file. Maintain for 1,000 feet.
Had to step away for a bit. How did we do? Hey, we survived, my man. We're going to watch the replays, and then I'm getting out of here. Go fishing. So we're not going to shut her down. We're just going to pull into the gate up here.
BDR, then as filed. Maintain for
We're
1,000
going
feet.
fishing.
Expect 12,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.4. Squawk 0001, Endeavor 010.
Endeavor 010.
Endeavor 010, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that, Endeavor 010.
American 652, ready to taxi to the active.
Must be that guy over there.
American 652, runway 31, taxi me at 2, Alpha Zulu.
Runway tree 1 via 2, Alpha Zulu, American 652.
Be sure to watch the streets you can control the Empire State Building on approach. Dude, that was so bad. I apologize.
5795, gate 26, taxi by uniform.
Oh my word.
Short runway 31.
That was funny though. We're just gonna park right here.
Taxi via uniform, Romeo.
Look at that Airbus. Look how much more comfortable it looks. Parking 22 Alpha.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved,
have
Continue via Romeo Bravo. Delta 5135, Brickyard 5795.
we have this thing, but I think it's off.
United 2388 on our way to Denver.
Oh. We had that parking thing, but I don't have time for that. We're doing replays and we're going home. We're not going to shut it down either. Kill this. Go back here. We will take a look at 153 feet per minute. 153, chat. 153 on the landing rate. Not too bad. All right. Let's watch this replay first. Oh, stop recording. Forward, let it all load in, get the flaps out. Probably should get the park brake off. Flaps are set. I'm going to disconnect the yoke. Your new company honoring your captain grade and putting him in the left seat? Man, I wish. Just a pic of the Statue of Liberty with the Captain and Empire State Building underneath the B1 logo. Might have to pick up the kids actually too. All right, flaps are 40. Everything is reset. Here comes our minimums. There's that long stutter. That's LaGuardia. That's gonna be the circle. Cool seeing the shadow. Ooh, not bad for flap 40. Not bad for flap 40, at least from that angle. Let's go back. Let's see what she look like from outside. Oh, a 150? Really? A 150? Oh no. Where's XP72? I think we were robbed. Well, the runway is sloping back towards us. Maybe that's why. I don't know if that was a 150 for that. Yeah, this scenery is in bad need of some updates and some optimizations. Absolutely. Alright, we're going to stop the replay. We're probably going to go off the runway. I'm going to load CYYZ. Hold on, everything's got to load. It'll take it a minute here. We're going back to Canada. Going back to Canada land. Ooh, it's snowing even harder. Let's go ahead and set the time of day back. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Make it look cold and miserable. Now this was a flap 30 landing. Set the flap 30. I did not have a scenery for Toronto, man. I actually wasn't even aware that Flight Tampa made one for this airport. That looks awesome, though. I'm going to get sail going here as we watch a couple replays. I'm going to end the stream after these. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning on a two-legger. Man, sim update 4, 2 thumbs up from me. PMDG 7.3 update, 2 thumbs up from me. I'm super excited about this airplane. I think you guys are going to, I mean, if you know PMDG, you know what you can expect. It's going to be completely finished and polished by the time it hits the public release. So it's making a lot of headway. It's flying great. It feels amazing. The sim is performing really well now too. It's just going to be an exciting couple weeks as we head into the holiday season. So I'm out of here. I'm going to be doing some 787 flying tomorrow. Get to fly a 78 tomorrow. I haven't been on one of those in a very long time. And I'll be back Thursday evening. Probably no stream. Maybe stream Friday. Maybe not. If not, I won't see you till the following week. So enjoy the rest of your week. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you for the support. Thank Angle Checks, the gifted subs. Hit the like button for me on the way out if you can. Before we sign off, let's see what that would look like. I think this was like a 160. Yeah, see, that looked harder. That was definitely 160-ish. A little off center line there, too. Reset the drone cam. This. All right. That was awesome. I'll give you one more. Until the next one, y'all stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See you as a chat. See ya.